Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is NoRestOtaku. This is episode number 20. With me today is Exo, Exodian, Mr. Coco Cafe, and I am, of course, Indy Saga. MSG is busy. He's making that money. We send our best to him. It's also his birthday, so happy birthday, MSG.
Happy birthday,
Yes,
MSG.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, buddy. Um, I guess besides working on your birthday, that sounds terrible, but hopefully he's gonna get to do
Right?
some celebrating as well.
Yeah.
Today we're gonna talk about traveling in general. Mostly we're gonna talk about Japanese culture, but I wanted to ask you guys before we get started and go into it, how's your week going? How was your day, fellas?
Yo, I'm tired. I worked a morning shift today. I realized that I am not a morning guy. I am not. I'm not made to wake up at 8, 9 o'clock. I is not my thing. I suck at it. I'm so happy I'm a night shift guy. I'm a night owl, but I am exhausted. I've had an alarm go off since 7 a.m. until about 10:15 because I had to go work at 11. So,
All right, do you guys believe in that? So they talk about like your biorhythm. I believe is that. Am I making shit up?
No,
Like,
no.
I've been like, so like, there's some of us are just not meant to like some of us actually are nocturnal, right? Like predisposed, like naturally, genetically. I think is the idea behind this whole science. I don't know. Is it biorhythm
Yeah,
or something else?
yes, it's called biorhythm. It's a pseudo-scientific theory suggesting that human physical, emotional, and intellectual states are governed by repeating, mathematically fixed cycles that are fixed at birth. So,
Yeah.
So I was
And-
screwed at birth, basically. Like, your boy's
And-
nocturnal. There ain't anything about it.
Crazy enough, my father has been mentioning that to me a lot, because as you said, whenever you sleep too late, it comes with a bad, how can I say that? Bad consequences on your body because of your biorhythm, where your body is set in you waking up at certain time, and the more you wake up at that time and the earliest, the more energy and like you recover better in terms of, like, just your body in itself and whatever issues, problems you have. So I'm like, yeah, you're right, father, but hey, man, I have very bad habits. I have very bad
Listen,
habits.
I got farming to do. Got to pull my
So,
50/50s,
you
got
know.
all that
Yeah.
stuff.
We gamers got a game. Like ARAMs are not gonna play themselves. Like if we
heck
don't
no.
play
No.
ARAMs at 3 in the morning, who's going to? Right? Like, what person is awake doing that if we're not there to compete? Right? Like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
we have to
Gotta-
keep Riot Games afloat. They're they're a small indie company, guys.
Yeah, gotta grind, man. Gotta grind the animes. Gotta grind the gaming. Gotta grind the work. So it's like,
Pay for
bro.
the skins, all
Oh,
of it,
yeah.
the whole 9 yards.
It's all about those dollar bills and skins, y'all. Like,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
you can't look pretty in the Rift or any of these games. What's the fucking point? It's really gonna improve my gameplay. My macros, my skills. If I have the latest skin in any game, whether it be Fortnite or a Caitlyn skin in League of Legends.
Also, the wives gathering. If you're in Gacha.
Yeah.
Amen.
I mean, I've been playing Honkai Star Rail because that is a bit of, I guess we could say, some anime news. Is they're supposed to have characters from Fate Stay. This is the second wave of them. They already have Saber and Archer in the game.
Right.
The ones that are coming out, I want to say on the 23rd of this month. It's either 23rd or 27th. I got something else going on. One of those days or the other, I can't remember, but maybe check it on me. But they're going to have Gilgamesh and Ren. Your boy has been saving for Ren. Well, and here's the thing, not to plug Honkai Star Rail, sponsor, not sponsor. Which I constantly have one of our mutual Twitch friends trying to sell me Honkai Star Rail on my dating apps, which is hilarious. Shout out Annie. Yeah, she's still got commercials on there. And I'm like,
She
I'm
still
just
has commercials
no, dude.
on there?
I'm straight up on
That's
Tinder.
funny.
I am straight up on Tinder. Like, just like, whatever. Like, it's like, the night, just setting up a day, trying to like whatever. And I just get like an ad, and it's like Annie's just there, and she's like just talking about Honkai Star Rail. I'm like, what the is this? Why is this happening to me? But anyway,
Seeing Gotcha on a dating profile, that'd be funny. That's fucking
it's like,
hilarious.
hey, how's
Yeah.
that going for you? If you can't find a waifu in Tinder, do you wanna pull for one? You wanna come back to the gambling? Who loves you, buddy? It's like, come on,
Damn.
man. Come on, man. This is stupid. But I digress. What was the whole point of it?
Oh, just how we doing in our week and yeah.
Well, like
was
so,
that?
so I guess what I was saying was the Honkai Star Rail one for I've been saving up for Ren. Yeah. So the Gilgamesh one, not to plug it, right? But if you guys are planning to play or want to get these characters, you get a Gilgamesh or an Archer for free. So
Wait, Gilgamesh for free? Hold
you
on.
can. So if
Yeah,
you
but
already
oh.
the last time they did it, you could get an Archer for free. So if you already
Right.
have Archer, you're just getting a con for him. Like, cons are obviously things that make characters more powerful for you guys that aren't in the gacha biz. But, yeah, you could do that or get a Gilgamesh for free. Ren you got to pull for, just like Saber.
That makes of course. It's
Of course.
Apple.
Of course.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they know. They know. what
Here's a
they're
free
doing.
character. You know you're going to want to pull the other one, though, right? It's like,
It's
Yep.
like you slide out. Even though Gilgamesh is kind of like the more popular one, I feel like, because
I think Rin has her following. Obviously, Saber's probably best girl, but
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they both have their
But
own
Gilgamesh though, that man's
fandom.
there are a lot of Archer fans too. But I think Gilgamesh, you're right. I'm pretty sure he has the largest or more vocally rabid fan base, right?
The man's the king
Yeah.
of what is he? The king of
King of Heroes.
the
Is
king
that-
of heroes. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the king of heroes. So I mean, sure, why not?
It's like talk condescending to me, Daddy. That's all he does. It's like man's got an air about him, you know.
Dude, I love
Got the
it.
aura.
You know, oh my god, his rival. What's his rival's name? Or I guess his best
The
friend,
nature,
too.
the nature spirit.
Nature, yeah. What's his face?
It's kind of gender ambiguous, I think, sometimes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, dude, I don't know. We also talked about that. It's like, ooh, Fate. She was. They were in Fate Strange, wasn't?
Yeah, they were in Face Race. I think they would be a great addition if
Oh,
they were
for
to
sure.
keep adding to Honkai.
Honestly, like, get
Just
more
keep-
of those
just-
characters in there. Put like the freaking crazy. What was the? I guess she's a lolly, but I guess. You know what I'm
Oh,
talking about?
the
The
one in-
crazy from Fate's Day. Oh God, what's her name?
Oh, the Fate stage, the one that they introduced.
Francesca. Yeah. So it's
Francesca?
like
Yeah.
such an.
Not that word. Oh,
It's MSG's birthday, guys.
oh bro. Bring MSG here and I'm gonna
Just
fight him.
come
for
here
that.
for like 5 minutes. Come here. Say some inappropriate things and leave.
You have to say something really quick, you know. Nice name.
But yeah, I guess that's the biz. We have to also catch up on our animes that are coming out. We're wrapping up on the season, so we got a future episode for that coming up. And I don't know. Are you guys playing anything else? You're watching any? I know we have obviously other things we got to get to and everything. But like I know like how's your week? What else you been doing? Have you guys been watching the Hatsune Miku custody battle that's going on the
Wait, there's a
internet?
custody battle going on?
No.
Soccer fans are weird, guys. Like that's
What
all you.
the hell?
Brazil is out. They usually
Dude, I saw that. I said, "Oh,
they usually claim Hatsune Miku because she's Brazilian. Apparently, I don't know.
right." But
Such
now
a weird.
she's.
Now Norway's trying to
Sheesh.
claim her.
I did- I don't keep
Norway
up.
beat fucking Brazil. I said, "What happened?"
They're saying they have rights to her as per their victory. And basically their freaking captain. I can't think of his name. The goofy dude. He has given me endless amount of joy. The memes that they've created on this man, and the fact that they like put him like next to Majin Buu, and it's like there is some very striking facial similarities. What's
Brazil
I was
is out.
If they want to be serious,
America's actually out as of I think like about an hour ago. They
Oh
lost
wait,
to Belgium.
yeah. Did they lose?
They
I
did
didn't realize- I
4-1.
forgot to look.
4-1. We got our ass kicked, gentlemen.
We got our ass.
I blame.
Yep,
This is
I
probably
knew
gonna
it.
catch me
I
some.
knew it.
I'm gonna say something controversial. It's already gonna happen. This is where the show ends.
You know,
Given per the Knicks, this is just my logic on this. I'm not trying to start anything political, but the one game the Knicks lost, Donald Trump attended. I'm just saying.
Wait,
and
did he attend this game?
No, but
Oh,
he said, I don't know that he actually did this. He might just be taking credit for it. But they overturned one of our star players' red cards so that he could play in this game. Donald Trump was taking credit for it. I think he cursed us, gentlemen. I'm saying it. We lost the game. We were doing fine until he butted into this. I think he cursed us. I said it.
yeah,
Controversial
Yeah.
opinion.
hi. I mean, if we could blame him for the Knicks, I guess we could blame him for this too.
That was the only game they lost. Danhausen, the wrestler, uncursed them, man. They uncursed them. They won.
Say it's upset. I know they're upset.
They won 13 straight, and then they lost one because I believe Donald Trump was at the game.
And that's all it took. That's all it
All it
takes.
took.
That's literally all it takes.
So
One game.
so wait, USA is also out.
They
Yeah,
lost.
they're out. They're gone. Yeah, they
just
lost. Yeah, they just lost to
Actually,
Belgium.
Portugal's out too, so Ronaldo's out. That was his last game.
Argentina is still in. Let's go. I'm
Nah,
so
bro, I ain't
happy.
rooting for
I'm
Argentina.
I'm
Screw
so
Argentina.
happy Argentina is still in.
I'm gonna get so many people mad at me. No,
No, but
I'm not
but,
rooting
but
for Argentina.
keep in mind, boys, like very strong teams are out. So Argentina are going
crazy.
are gonna go very strong for these semifinals, quarterfinals, and final.
Well, and it shows you a lot of like people have a lot of like some of them are having younger rosters and stuff like that. Some of them like also have some like really
yeah,
old
that's true.
veterans.
That's true. I think that's
But,
why new
Belgium-
teams have been qualified.
Belgium has like their I think their captain. I was reading a little bit. He's been making some magic happen. He's a very talented player. He's kind of old too. But I can't think of his name. I don't know anything about soccer.
So,
I'm not
we're
even gonna claim to be an expert. I'm one American. And two.
Tomorrow it's Argentina versus Egypt, and then Switzerland versus Colombia, and then we'll figure out what these 8 teams will go.
It's
Yeah.
gonna Colombia and Argentina are gonna
Ooh.
play each other. That's gonna be the match.
has to be a
France might end up playing England, I think, at some point. So those are really the ones that I think still have a shot in the tournament. England's looked really impressive. France is still the favorite to win the whole thing. I don't know that they're stoppable, actually.
No, France has been strong.
Yeah,
for,
no, France has been strong since day one.
They have like the best player in the world currently on their team, I think, arguably.
Yeah, but you know what's going to be a crazy game, though? Spain versus Belgium is going to be a disgusting game. Oh, it's gonna be
Spain's
so
just always good. It doesn't
nasty.
matter. Every year they have a quality club come in.
I can't wait to see it. I'm going to watch that game. I'm going to be... Oh, wait, can I watch that game? Ooh, I'll be at work. Look, I have to have it on my phone
That's
somehow.
the great
but,
thing
like-
about my job is I just get to watch it at work. It is literally just I have TVs where I work and I can just watch it. It's great.
Is there a streaming online that you can watch those? I think they have,
yeah,
right?
Fox on Amazon Prime is one way you can watch it.
Yeah, so I could watch it too.
Telemundo is another
Telemundo.
way. Wanna
Even
watch
at
it
work.
that way? Yeah, so that guy can watch it illegally somehow. I don't know. Some
I'm
way
sure there are streams. FIFA will
probably
hunt you
something out
down.
there. YouTube is also another way you can watch some
YouTube,
of the sports.
I think you can actually find it on YouTube. I think through legal means actually, but I mean I have YouTube TV, so and then we just have cable at work, so that's usually how I watch.
Yeah.
But the player in question, the man, his name is Erling Haaland. I don't know if you've seen him. He's this gigantic Norwegian dude. He is my new favorite meme on the internet.
is he the one with the ponytail?
Blonde, yeah, he looks like a Viking. He is your generic Norse Viking looking fella from Norway, right? Like he's about Norwegian as it gets, right? Like this man is hilarious. I think one of my favorite memes recently, it was Um, it said Holland is only scared of one thing, and it's just like he has so many goofy He's just a goofy dude. He's like just eating, I don't know what, I guess cereal, and there's like this like window next to him, and you can see his reflection while he's eating, and he just like turns to look at the window, sees his own reflection, and jumps. and, like, and it's so funny because I don't think he did this on purpose. I think this was genuine. So the man is literally only scared of himself.
Now that's funny. That's crazy. For you to be scared of your own reflection is a wild take, I won't lie.
And there's so many like Majin Buu comparisons, like memes of him being Majin Buu because he's got kind of a pretty pronounced forehead like Majin Buu. They have kind of a similar facial structure. It's kind of crazy. And the dude just throws people down. He's super physical. He's fun to watch.
I've seen the things he's done in those matches. I'm like, bro, Broski, chill
out. Like, it's not like a yellow card or red card. Like, I don't know sports. I don't know this right here. Like, I know American football, and I'm like, I'm sometimes confused to what denotes a red card. Obviously, our guy in America didn't deserve one, but, you know, here we are. And some of the best, not that we condone AI here on the channel, but if you're going to watch AI slop, some of the, like, anime mashups of...
the soccer matches? Yeah,
It's been so good, some of the shit they're coming up with. I really would rather, obviously, actual artists get paid for this, but I have to admit, some of them have been pretty entertaining.
And pretty accurate, too. I was just like, oh, shit, that could be pretty good. I was like, oh, shit.
He's very well known online with all the memes and everything, because I didn't know the soccer player, but since I've been looking at the World Cup online, dude, jeez, he's everywhere. He's everywhere. It's crazy.
And there's like certain like thing clips of him like kicking a ball, and it's like literally like the ball hits some dude in the head, so you see like the like, and you look at like the facial reaction they caption, it's just like him doing like this or something, like it's like this perfect like, you mad bro kind of face. Like, he is literally a walking meme. It's so good. Guys, let us know in the comments if you're watching the World Cup. Obviously, this is more of an anime podcast, but if you've seen any great, like, memes, like, share them with us. We'd love to hear some of your thoughts on this. I think it's one of those times of the year. The great thing about the World Cup is some of the great stuff we get about foreigners coming to our country and giving us a perspective of actually, like, Americans really not being too bad, right? Like, we're actually pretty decent people. It's more like the other stuff going on in the world that we don't really have a lot of say in, right? And I think it really shows just the human experience and like how we're not so different. You know, there's obviously nations and borders and things, but like as people, we're all, you know, part of the human experience. Like especially that Japanese guy. I don't know if you guys saw him. There's the guy who like he was from Japan and he like talks like in a very samurai kind of way.
I have not.
Oh my gosh, I gotta send you guys some of these. It's like him reviewing like Waffle House and like Whataburger. I mean, not Whataburger. He might have went to Whataburger, but people are gonna get so mad at me. In-N-Out. He went to In-N-Out and they asked him about animal style. I think he went to Buc-ee's. I love watching all the Japanese people go to Buc-ee's. They freaking love Buc-ee's. I mean, we all love Buc-ee's. If you've never been to Buc-ee's, Buc-ee's is a Texas-based gas station essentially that is not just a gas station, it's an experience. You have
like a mini store, literally. Oh
it is an oasis of excellence. It has the cleanest bathrooms you've ever seen. There's like over 100 pumps that you can go park your car at. There's merchandise. They have a beaver mascot. You can get fudge, you can get barbecue, any flavor of manner of beverage you can imagine they have. It is a utopia.
If you ever come down south, we're taking you to Buc-ee's.
Yeah, we gotta take you to Buc-ee's.
Would be very interested. Yeah.
It's an experience. It's so good. Yeah, but like I said, this episode is about travel. We're gonna be talking about going to Japan. So that's the segue. Obviously, a lot of Japanese people have been having fun touring the United States. We're gonna talk about our plans to go to Japan. in the coming, well, hopefully next 2 years, right, fellas? Is that the plan?
Yeah, 2,
Yeah,
maybe
hopefully,
5 years. Who knows? You know, especially before.
Like honestly, if it can be possible around 3 years from now, just give us the time to be able to because first, guys, as Indy just said, we planned before even Worlds for the championship of League of Legends 2026. We wanted to go to Japan, but then that was announced here in New York. So we completely flipped the coin and decided to go to Worlds for League of Legends tourney. So here we are. Here we are.
Definitely cheaper. Cheaper than me trying to figure out how to pull out $3,000 out of my butt cheeks. So.
Look, them cheeks can work. You just gotta.
Them cheese can work for sure.
Right.
Look,
If I had to choose between spending $1,000 versus $3,000, I'm like,
The 1,000 it's more doable,
Yeah, it's more tolerable.
You just gotta clap them, shake them trees.
And, and let's be honest, it's not like any of us is a foreigner to League of Legends, so that's how we also
It's
feel
all how
we've
we
been
kind of all bonded
enjoying
in
our
the
time too.
beginning.
So.
Yeah, see, get to maybe see Faker once again on the stage if T1 makes it.
He's only got like what he said. I think he has a retirement plan. When did he say he was gonna go?
I think he had a 3-year contract last year when they won, so I think he still has 2 years left. So.
Well, I think he said he was going to retire, like straight up. Like he gave a certain his age, and that was it for him. Because I think he basically would have achieved everything he wanted and made the amount of money, in theory, that he needed or wanted to
sustain a decent life for a while. Yeah.
I mean, he's set. He's like got awards in Korea. He's a bigger. Like we saw, what was it? Google Play. Those Google Play ads with Faker.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm about to say they're so funny. They're so funny. I
what's
said
the
this man is
title?
famous off of Google Play. I said that's crazy. That's funny.
Karina. It's him and Karina from what is the God, what is the group she's in? I'm gonna Google it real quick. I'm such a fake K-pop fan.
Fake, he says.
I don't know like a lot of the names of. I know songs. That's about it. Like, but yeah, she's in aespa.
Oh, that's the group she's in?
Yeah, she's a
Okay.
big deal. She's a super big deal. Very popular. So to have her, and the funny part is Faker's popularity might actually be more than hers. He's kind of like a god there. They really everyone knows
dude.
Faker.
He is
You mentioned
famous.
video games. You heard about Faker from somewhere. You don't know he's the legend of League of Legends, but
Demon
if you talk video game, you've heard of someone who's called Faker, Demon King, something like that. Even if you didn't hear about League of Legends, yeah.
Those are kind of what those ads
Yeah.
are about too. They're so funny.
Yeah.
Like what, he's at a restaurant with. Oh no. There's this Oh, okay. What it is like one of the best one. The one I like is he's at a restaurant, or she's when Karina's at a restaurant with I think another famous Korean actor. I want to say, and he's like talking about like when they first met and they were catching up at the cafe, and she's like, it always made me feel this way, and it's the classic Korean cut off cliffhanger about how I really feel, and then Faker's just staring at them through the glass, and everyone's like, "Is that Faker?" And it's Faker, and it's like, and he's like, and she's like, I mean what to you? I mean what to you? And he's not answering because he's distracted by Faker. And he's like, Karina, it's Faker. And it's like, it's like, I don't care.
He's like, I don't care. It's like,
and then she goes like, it's me or it's Faker, and she's or like he asked for a pen so he can go get Faker's autograph. And everybody in the cafe recognized. Oh my god! It's pure cinema. Like if you guys have not seen this, like I maybe we drop a link in the comments because it's Oh my god, it's unbelievably funny. I don't care who you are. It's just really good editing and directing and just goofiness.
I think my favorite has probably have to be the library one where he's introducing Google Play to her, and then he just keeps going, shh. That's the favorite. He's like, shh. It just keeps going. He doesn't even say anything. He just goes, shh.
Because that's his thing, right?
That's
It's
yep.
he does the like he's a bad man, you know, like just like he shushes him up, man. Like anybody got something to say, Faker can back up his game. He shuts him up, you know, like
It's so funny.
oh my god,
I love it. I fucking love it. Oh my god, I love that man. Anyways, back to Japan.
So yeah, we do enjoy League, right? Like a little bit. Like we decided maybe New York would be a little cheaper. Plus, honestly, it's kind of a good idea because some of us actually have not met in person. I've met Coco, and I've met MSG, and MSG has met Coco and me. But you know, like some of the other friends we have on the trip, we've never met in person, including Exo. So it's actually kind of closer for them to make the trip to New York. And then like it kind of gets more of a feel of like, okay, we would be like gone a whole week in another country with each other. Like, you know, it's good for testing the waters a little bit, you know, that too. Like, you know,
sure, so
I'm sure it's all good, but you know,
yeah, who knows? You know, Exo might kidnap us while we're in New York. Who knows? You know,
Mars might.
Maybe you
I
guys
made
will
my peace
kidnap
with
me.
that.
true. I guess we could kidnap Exo.
Hey, I could always use an extra kidney. You just let me know if you don't need it, you know?
Yeah, Exo, you ain't going back to Canada. It's okay.
There's so many problems with that right now.
Oh, someone's gonna dissect this video in the near future. They're gonna be like, "Yep, see, this is what happened."
Yeah.
And Indy was a serial killer. Damn. Who would have thunk it?
You know, people are probably gonna be like, "Why Japan? Why is it always the anime nerds who want to visit Japan?" I'm like, "Well, that's where it all started."
Well, let me tell you. Actually, that's a good question, Coco. I think. Like, what do you? So, obviously, you were introduced to the anime, and that would be a great experience because we do have a fondness for Japanese culture. But, is there any other like? I have a bit of a story, but I'll let you guys go first. Is there any like thing like at what point in your life did you? Because to me, I've told you guys, if I don't make it to Japan and I die for whatever reason, I leave this mortal plane, I'm haunting your ass. Every one of you.
That's great.
Until you take my ashes and you spread it in the Japanese Sea. I am going to haunt you, gentlemen, for eternity.
Yo.
Isn't it illegal for us to do that anyway?
Not that you know, I don't know. And I'll double check with this. This is all a joke for comedy purposes. But if I had to guess, I know that you can't do it around Mount Fuji or on the soil because obviously there are legal reasons for that.
Right.
But I don't think the sea is because it's still technically international waters. But don't quote me on that because
Fair enough.
legal, you know.
You know, legal. You know,
I would never condone you guys to do illegal things. Just maybe take me with you, and then you could just kind of bring me back here if it's illegal. That's fine.
Yeah,
whatever.
chat. Take everything we say with a grain of salt. You know, don't take it too seriously.
Or a grain of ashes, whatever, man. I don't know.
I'm like, bruh, but like, but no, okay. Let's see if I remember.
Like, maybe what's the moment you realized you wanted to go to Japan, or maybe if there's a story you guys have that relates to your fondness of the culture.
I think it was the scenery that got me when I realized Japan was a thing. When I realized that, hey, Japan could be a really beautiful place. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, do they have their up and down? Yes, every city in the world.
Every country does.
Everyone has their up and downs.
Yeah.
But as the way people who are from across the country visiting the United States, like being like in awe, being like, oh my God, what's this? Their food is so huge. What is this? Like that to them, that makes them. But for us, I'm like, we see this
Everything's
every
bigger
day.
in Texas.
like,
Yeehaw.
like for us, we see
Yeah.
this every day. They don't get to see it. Like for us, I don't get to see Japan every day. So just to see it like a once in a lifetime thing, I want to experience that. I think Japan has a lot of beautiful things they can offer. They have a lot of great history. I have been fascinated with the art of martial arts, with
Karate. And,
karate.
Oh
what's
yeah,
the other one?
karate.
karate.
Aikido?
Monks are also something that I've been very fascinated with. So
You want to see some shrines?
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Before anime was a thing, because I don't know if I told you guys this. When I was young, the only movie that my dad would ever let me watch, for like adult movies, was called Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. That was my favorite ass movie. I love that movie. I would watch that movie on repeat. Even though there was this one scene I wasn't allowed to watch because I was a kid, but I didn't care. I still loved it because you want to know who was in that movie? Michelle. Michelle Wong? I think it's last name?
No, Michelle Yeoh.
Michelle Yeoh? I'm going to say her first name. Yeah, her. I love that woman. She's amazing. She's a great actress.
So you got more interested in Asian cultures because of the film, right?
Yeah, because of that film. I saw the fighting, the swords, the sound effects, the whole 9 yards. I loved it. I loved it. Before I even knew who Bruce Lee was, it was that movie is what got me into the Asian culture. I was like, oh, this is really cool.
So you entered through Chinese culture and then it brought into Japanese culture and everything.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was nice.
Yeah.
It was really cool. Yeah.
And also shout out, Michelle Yeoh is
Nice.
she's a
Yeah.
beautiful lady. She's timeless, honestly. Timeless little incredible actress too.
So that's what got me into the whole Japanese Chinese culture. So
Nice. For
I might be saying that last name wrong. I'm gonna be honest with you. The more I'm thinking about, because you know me, MSG is like his like the Yoda voice is like Indy. It's not pronounced this way. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, Sensei. I apologize. I'll do better, Senpai.
yeah. Nice.
Oh, Donnie
Well-
Yin's in it too, though. Donnie Yin is like a legend too. Just to throw that out there too. I love me some Donnie Yin.
Yeah. For me, in my I've started to see more the will of going there and see its beauty since I would say in school, I would say high school, because I had history classes and I was very fascinated by everything that was history uh, like for example the Edo period and Shengoku period, like all the history of Japan at that time when I started to learn it. It's like, oh my god, this is so interesting, so cool. And then I started to watch to look at pictures, look at the videos, look at reading a bit more of story for like all the samurais and stuff. So that is where I started to be like, man, I wish I could go there and just see at least like what all of that is about. And that's way before I learned about like anime and more the strong pop culture, video games and everything. But yeah, it's really been as simple as just by reading and having my history class, which now that I think about it, I'm like, damn, it's so plain. But at the same time, it's like, that's the only way I could learn about like different countries and what now they are or they look like and why I would be interested. So yeah. That's how simple it was for me.
I forgot you're in a different time period than I am, because you didn't have the technology of being able to look up a map and just be like, oh look, so it was a lot different back then. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
And then I was a generation more where technology was slowly being introduced.
It was much stronger.
Yeah, so-
Me as indie, it's around like 1990, 1995. It was still just the beginning. It wasn't as strong as now. So
there was like a certain mysticism, like a mystique, really, to the world. Because like if you can somehow fathom you whippersnappers and not having the internet,
Yeah.
it's funny. I talk to my niece and my nephew sometimes about this. I ask them a question like, so what would you do if you couldn't just search that? And they like look at me and they're like,
yeah,
I'm just gonna
like
say I'm not gonna do my government name though. I'm sure I've said it on here before, but it's like Uncle Indy. Like, What are you talking about? It's like,
Yeah.
well, when I grew up, there was no Google. Like, you just didn't know it. And you could go look in an Encyclopedia Britannica like a nerd, like I did, but
Bro, I have big.
that's how you really wanted the answer. You went and found
have
someone that
big
had
books.
the
Yeah,
answer.
we have
It's
the
not
books
even
of-
like
Yeah, it's crazy because I have
we
books of like just encyclopedia. Like that's where I was looking for any kind of information at the time. Like, and also now one thing I need to point out as well is I knew some friends who had already cell phones, but not the cell phone like Samsung S23 and all that shit. No. Like
oh no,
the,
we're
the,
talking
the,
about
the-
Nokia bricks, right?
yeah, the bricks one, like
The
small one.
phylacteries of the
And
undestructible
I didn't
artifacts
have-
of history.
I didn't have a cell phone
You're indestructible.
until I reached my 20th. I'm not joking. At
Yeah,
2021 was the time that I actually got a cell phone because I wasn't interested in a cell phone at all. I was like, well, why the hell would I even want that?
Not to do a back in my day story here, but there was
Back in my day.
back in my day. I will say this, just a little like we talking about some stories and stuff like that. One of the happiest Christmas, and I don't think my parents even realize this. I try to tell this story as many times as I can to people to realize. I often, was privileged enough to get like toys and stuff for Christmas like all my life, and I'm not trying to take anything away from that. I've been very fortunate my entire life. One of the gifts I think I got that I was just completely taken back by, because I never thought that like I was considered responsible enough, was the one Christmas I got my first cell phone. And it's not something I asked for. It's not something I necessarily wanted or anything. Like it was just one of those things. Like, and I'm not talking like I got like a Nokia. I got a Motorola Razr. If you don't know what that is, that was the it phone, man. That was the thing everybody wanted, and I was just like so humbled. I think like I guess to me it's just like one of those things where I got something that a lot of people really wanted for Christmas, and I don't think it really occurred to me how much like to me that's like one of those gifts that I think because it's not something I knew I needed or something I knew that I wanted, or like to me it's just one of those Christmas gifts that I'm like, that was actually I think one of the best presents I ever got. Just because it was something that it was just so surprising. I never thought my parents were ever gonna. It's like I guess like somebody waking up to like a car or something. Like I don't know, but to me it was like my first cell. Like I just never thought that they would ever get me a cell phone for any reason. I was a pretty clumsy child. I broke things a lot. I lost things a lot. It was a recipe for disaster. So thanks, Mom and Dad, if you're ever listening, to this. Yeah.
And that's cute, honestly, because
It is.
you make me remember one thing. Because now that we talk about birthday gifts, I remember for me my parents, mostly my mother, she has been giving as gifts only clothes, and honestly I was so used to it. I was like, yeah, man, I don't care the other kids who gets that big game, big whatever. I just
Bro,
got
I
used to
pray
it,
for
and
socks every year now that
and-
I'm an adult. Like,
Yeah.
you don't realize how good you had it until you become an adult. You're like, man, I wish somebody just buy me some socks. It's fucking bullshit. I gotta buy my own socks nowadays. I'm a grown ass
Damn
man.
it, I wish my
dude.
mom got me more
Bro,
where
socks.
are my socks,
You
man?
guys, like, I'm begging, like, just give me some socks, man.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
I know we don't really do
that's
Christmas.
that's all I
presents.
ask
It's all
for.
I want for my birthday and Christmas, which are around the same fucking time. But give me
But
some
yeah,
socks or
man.
some underwear. I really need some.
And like going to that, one day, do you guys know about the GameCube console?
Oh,
Tell me
I
you
love
do.
that thing.
One of the most
Okay.
underrated
Yeah.
consoles,
Okay.
I would
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
Yes.
Actually,
Thank God.
they just didn't have a lot of games. Honestly, I think
Like-
that's what really did it.
Like
in.
literally, what I did, bro. I was slowly starting to work at the time because I was like 15 and I started to work at almost 14, bro. My father found me a way to go work in his workplace. So yeah, I started very young, and I'm glad because now I know how living is. You have to work your ass off if you wanna, survive. But yeah, regarding that, one day I bought a game which was Super Smash Bros. Melee at the time.
One of the
I
goats.
I, I, I
Good
bought
game,
I
good
bought
game.
One
only
of the
the
best
game,
games
by the
ever
way.
made.
I bought only the
Arguably.
game because I was like, Mom, someday I'll be able to have the money to buy my GameCube. So I'm gonna buy this game, even if it stay there for a year, month.
And that was
I'm
the
gonna be able
standard.
to buy my GameCube.
Like
And
first, Super Smash Bros. Was good. That was peak.
and imagine, oh my god, just by that. Guess what my mom did?
She bought you the game.
Oh, it's so nice
Dude.
of her. What the heck?
That made me cry.
W mom.
W
I was like,
Mom,
Hey,
what the heck?
look,
I was-
that's
I-
a
I
cherished
told her.
memory.
I
You
told
can-
her, you didn't have to do it. I was gonna work my ass to buy it myself. But dude, yeah, that was. It's not the item itself that made me like just
the thought,
appreciate so
right?
much the moment. It's the fact that she put so much of her, like you know, her will to please me and just do a good gesture for me. That's the action she did. Is that made me just so like be grateful to her. Like, damn.
It's the
Damn,
famous
you didn't have to do
story
it. You didn't
about
have to do it, Mom,
the
but
guy
she
with
did
the
it.
pocket watch that wanted a chain that didn't have a chain, right? And his wife, they didn't have a lot of money or whatever, and she had this beautiful hair, and she wanted these hair clips, right? She cut her hair and sold her hair to get the chain for the pocket watch, and he sold his pocket watch
Oh
to
my
get her the
God.
hair clips. 'Cause I can't remember the name of this one. I think it's called like the Three Wise. I can't remember, but it's like a famous adage, and they always like do it in TV shows for like Christmas episodes and stuff because it's about and it's really what the point of it is, right? That the whole moral of the story is it's the gesture. You know, it's not about
Yeah.
the material things. It's about the love that those two people had for one another, and that's really just the
The
magic of it all,
means
right?
a lot. Sometimes it's yeah.
I'll tell you guys one story because I know we're talking about Japan, but it brings us back into us. This is my reason that I want to go to Japan. So you guys know that obviously I enjoy video games. You guys know that obviously I enjoy anime culture. What you guys might not know about me is, we talk about family and stuff. My dad, shout out dad. I don't want to put you too much on blast, but this is I think really one of my main reasons for wanting to go to Japan is in a weird way. So here's the thing. My dad traveled a lot growing up. He's in sales, so he did a lot of travel for work, right? So he wasn't home. We talk about maps. Actually, we were joking about maps. So you're probably going to bring that up for the Japanese thing. One of the
Yeah.
reasons I know how to read a map, we're talking pre-cell phones, all this stuff, is because we would play a game every week, me and my mom, where it'd be like, where in Louisiana is my father, right? So we would pull out the map, and I'd point to a city. I know like a lot of cities and where they are in Louisiana for no reason, other than I was just like looking where my dad was over the course of the week. And so like I know a lot of this is just kind of needless exposition, but it is an interesting sentiment. So the fact is that, you know, he did make a lot of sacrifices growing up to provide some of these great Christmas presents and a lifestyle for me and my sister and my mother that we will ultimately always say thank you, and that, you know, we appreciate him for it. But, you know, that is taxing sometimes on, you know, relationships you form with people. So the thing is, my dad had gotten into a really bad car accident. This is a story I don't think I've ever told you guys. God, the details are always going to be fucked up to remember. He flipped his car by Lake Pontchartrain, which is, if you know where New Orleans is, it's a gigantic lake in New Orleans, like around New Orleans, right? It's got one of the longest bridges in the United States that you have to go across to get to New Orleans, in and out of it.
Okay.
So he you know, I don't know much about. My dad doesn't really retell a lot of the story, so some of the details are a little fuzzy to me. But needless to say, he could have died. So he took some time off after that. and he's recovering, I think, a bit and stuff like that. And we used to play Super Nintendo together. So my dad, I'd say that my love of video games, or a fondness. I'm not good at video games. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. I'm not really like great at video games. I enjoy them for the social aspect. Like I get to hang out with you guys, and I think that that's sort of a behavior that's reflected in a relationship that I had with my dad growing up, because we would play. He's a big tennis dude, so we'd play the Super Tennis. You never played Super Tennis for SNES? I think it still holds up. It's pretty fun. The mechanics in it, I would say for a retro game, it's actually a pretty decent game. We play a lot of that. Part of my love of trivia, we used to play Jeopardy together. The thing about the old school Jeopardies, you had to actually, there's no autocorrect in this. You had to type out the answer, and if it wasn't the exact answer, it could be the right answer, but if it's not the way that they have it phrased in the Jeopardy game, it was just fucking wrong. So I learned a lot of useless facts from I think that's what my love of just random knowledge comes from, that as well. I think a lot of the things that like Nintendo doesn't realize is how it sort of shaped me as a person in a lot of ways. So I'm always going to be a Nintendo fanboy in a lot of ways, regardless. I think my fascination with Japanese culture was learning that that's where video games were made, right? Like that was where it came from, was Japan. So between that and growing up with one of my only... This is another thing about me. So I went to private school. It was a very sheltered, sort of, in a lot of ways, predominantly certain demographics. There wasn't a lot of diversity where I went to school, right? There was this, one of my first culturally different friends was a girl from, her family was from Japan. And I didn't really see the difference as a kid. Like she got made fun of a lot, but I just always enjoyed a lot of the things that she shared with me. And I guess at the time I didn't really think that it was sort of an insight to a different place. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of cool, a lot of the things. So I learned a lot about the culture growing up with her through high school, little bits here and there. Obviously, there was more and more as the internet developed. Pokemon to me also, by the way, like it never really occurred to me. Like I don't think, when I think of Pokemon, it's like its own thing to me. I never think about it like being Japanese. But
heck, I didn't even know it was Japanese. So
right?
Same. I thought it was American. Sorry, guy, but I thought it was American.
I really did.
There's nothing more American than Pikachu and the 4th of July, guys. By the way, happy birthday, America. 250 years.
Yeah, 250
Let's
years.
go.
Happy birthday,
Let's go.
America.
Hopefully you guys all kept your thumbs and everything, you know. But yeah, no, I know that's sort of a deep story, but like I think like ultimately speaking, a lot of my who I think made me as a person, one of the things I really want to do, and we could talk about like what we wanted to go do in Japan, is like I would really like to go see the Nintendo Museum in Japan.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I would really like to. I would like to go to the Nintendo Japan. I think
You would like?
fun.
No. We have to. There's no. We would like.
I'm about to say
we
that
have
one sounds
to.
like a we have to.
We have to.
We have to.
You know, it's and I've cosplayed as Mario. I have a love for the Italian plumber man. He just, a lot of men have mustaches in my family, so I just thought we were related to Mario. So I think that was also some confusion about Japanese culture growing up, as I didn't really understand a lot of these concepts of different countries and stuff. Like everything was just kind of America to me, but which is a weird, horrible thing to say.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when I was 5, guys. Obviously, I got better as the years.
I'm about to say, yeah, we all grew up. We all know that
we all
Americans be
learned,
stealing
right?
other people's shit. We understand that. It's okay.
But yeah, no, I think, yeah, it's just, I think one of the things was when my interest sort of, I think a lot of what, to me, it's sort of a pilgrimage to sort of see a lot of the things that, I think had influences on my childhood, in a different light. So I'd like to experience that firsthand, The anime obviously came a bit later. I want to say that, obviously there was Dragon Ball, there was also Sailor Moon, but I think once I started making the connection that Pokemon was also Japanese, that Nintendo connection really I would like to go to like the Pokemon Center in Japan. We should. We really should.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of little things to do with all that. But that's my little Japanese culture story. I mean, obviously, I also do really like the history, like you said. I think some of the cinema came for later for me. Coco, there was like the Studio Ghibli films. I would like to go to Ghibli World if we can.
That'd be cool.
That's
That
a
would be
hard
really
one.
Cool.
You gotta win the lottery on that one. By the way.
That one's gonna be
I looked into that.
When I saw how hard it was to get in, I said, "Why?"
Nintendo Japan's also hard to get into too.
I said, "Fine."
Yeah,
I
you have to
I
be
know
very
why
quick,
it's hard
man.
to get in, but I just
Reservations, you have to be up like at 3 a.m. instead of like 6 or 7, you know. And for us, it's 3 a.m., but for them, it's like 12 hours later.
Yeah, they live in the future. It's already the next day.
They're about to say they're already in the future.
They're ahead, you know.
my Australian friend that I used to play World of Warcraft with, I always like say like, Candy, how's it in the future? I always like to ask them that. Like, what was it like? She's like, still pretty terrible. Like,
Still pretty terrible.
that was our joke back in the day. I hadn't really talked to them in a minute, but it was always just really funny. It's like, what's it like in the future? And, like, we would always like talking like.
As bad.
First of all, we would always joke like because this was back in the day when like the internet was a very interesting place, and like there was no such thing as gamer girls. Ooh. Joking, kidding, obviously, but it was just so funny. Like, first off, like the first surprise was, oh, Candy's a girl. Like, we're playing World of Warcraft, and it's like. It's such a stupid. Like, I think about some of those times back in the day, and I'm just like, why was that weird for any reason? Like, but
You
also
didn't really
like,
think about it. Yeah, it's just
no,
kind
you
of like,
did. And it was such a good way. I guess my point is going back to the idea like video games help me bond with you guys. Like, there's just so much that video games I think have given me as a perspective, meeting so many different people, and that's another one. I met a lot of lovely people from Britain and Australia through World of Warcraft, and I would love to go visit them still to this day. I know the offer's still probably on the table, but Australia is a hell of a trip.
that is a hell of a trip. That's a hell of a sleep schedule too. Oh my God.
Which is another thing you're gonna have to overcome in Japan. That's another thing.
Yes.
Yep.
That is if we think of sleeping, because maybe we'll be in,
No
nightclubs.
It's like the no sleep till Brooklyn, but no sleep till Tokyo.
Yep. Sleep is for the weak.
For real. Well, so I guess that's the next question. Would be the next logical transition on it is so we talked about kind of some of the reasons we want to go to Japan, some of the things that like it means to us and everything, but like what do you guys want to go see when we're there? Like what are we? I mean, I mentioned a few things, but like, what is your must do? Like, what is your non-negotiables? Like here.
I actually wrote this down a while. This
Good. Nice.
Yeah, nice. Let's go.
A place. I mean, obviously, we all know Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji is just everyone wants to visit Mount Fuji.
Everybody wants to visit Mount Fuji.
But
It's
the only
huge.
issue is huge. But the only issue is we would have to go during the fall because that's the only time it's open.
Oh, for real? I didn't know that actually.
Yeah.
That makes sense because it's like the same with Rocky Mountain National Park is not open, but only certain times of the year because snow, winter. Yeah,
So,
I understand too, because it's also the time where everyone go back to work as well, because it's the end of summer, so the end of vacations,
yeah, they just said I think there's like a certain limit of how many people can go at once to go see Mount Fuji, and apparently the water is also very beautiful, like so beautiful.
Okay, you
I'm
want
not-
me to throw you there, to throw you in the water and you go swim?
Yeah, oh, of course. Throw me in the water, and then let me get kicked out. Of
That's
Japan
how you
for the
get
rest of my life.
arrested in Japan.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm never getting out.
in a very homogenous place, might I add, that is probably not going to be very kind to gaijin like us necessarily.
Nope. But,
No, they very much value their natural resources. I believe it's supposed to be like one
heck
of the.
yeah.
They want to make sure that like there's a very small footprint
Yeah.
Even with tourism, you like being very respectful of nature.
It's much more restrictive now because too many tourists have been disrespectful towards the
Influencers are
country and
just
just
Which
their
Paul was it?
touristic places.
Was it Logan?
Well, I mean, that's one. He's one of them.
I know there was a bunch of them, but he was one of them for sure. He got a bit of notoriety.
No, the most.
Mhm.
recent
It was
one-
Logan. It was Logan because I remember because they made fun of him on the wrestling podcast
The most
about how he's
recent
not
one
allowed
was-
back in Japan.
Man, the most recent one was this black influencer who he basically just disrespected Japan the whole time. It was
It's
bad.
just no. Wait.
That man has been arrested so many times.
Yeah,
They've-
what's his name, man? Yeah.
He's walked around the streets of Japan half naked. Like, I don't know.
What is the point of getting that kind of clout? You know, like it's not clout; it's just dishonor, right?
Stuff like that upsets me because I'm like, not only does it look bad on other influencers who just want to go visit Japan, now you're gonna make it harder for just any tourist who wants to visit Japan because now they gotta watch out for people like you. You know, I'm just like,
Are you talking about
Americans or
Johnny?
Any particular?
is his
you
name
know-
Johnny? I think it's his name.
Johnny Somali?
Yeah, Somali. Yep, that's him. Yeah,
That's the
him,
guy,
that's
yeah.
him. Yeah, that's
He
him.
disrespected not just Japan, bro. Korea, and a few others countries he went to.
Yeah, he's just for an influencer. He's
Disgusting.
been, also this is just a heavy. Okay, this is just a heavy side note to all influencers out the world. I think not everything has to be influence. That is just my opinion. I get
Yeah,
it.
no.
That's just my opinion. I am
Way
just saying
too
that.
comfortable with sharing things, and it's
yeah,
funny for
I
us to
think-
say as
yeah.
we're doing a podcast right now, but
But I still think
there is too far. You know,
Yeah, there's just some things that you just shouldn't have to tell.
we
the
shouldn't
whole
have to.
world.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to tell somebody to just be a
Yeah,
decent
like-
person.
You know,
And if you
come-
can't, you
come
deserve
out.
to probably be in that prison, locked away
Yeah.
in Japan forever. You know, like
Also, we need to stop making the wrong people famous. Like, I get it. You know, drama causes fame because you're like,
there's
oh my
no
God,
bad
this is-
press, unfortunately.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, but you know,
Views are views. You know, people
Yeah,
make a lot of money off of being
stupid.
nice people, stupid people, and there's fame is one thing, but infamy is another thing entirely
infamy
in
is
itself. And,
horrible. Oof.
and people make a lot of money off of being infamous. You know,
Being famous
Yeah.
for just being bad is just horrible.
we could name some other names we've already mentioned, but anyway, that's not the point.
Anyway, yeah, that's not the point anyway. But yeah, no, anyway, back to the
Man.
whole list. Back to my list. I just wanted to mention that real quick. But yeah.
I don't know why I'm so hot on this. I think I'm just mad about LSU. That's bad.
LSU crazy.
It ain't even football season. We're still in soccer season. We had Monday Night Football. We lost on Monday Night Football as a country. Come on. I'm still mad about the U.S. exiting. I don't know.
Osaka is another place. Apparently, they're known for having really good theaters, and I've always wanted to see.
Like a kabuki theater? One of those
Yeah,
paper
like you know, like the
theaters?
ones where they have those puppets and they would like.
Oh,
showcase
okay.
them.
Yeah,
I've always wanted to
Yes.
see those things.
And
IRL.
more, and what's so nice also is those mostly always tell myths, legends,
the
histories,
stories.
which we know
Yeah.
we may not know. And yeah, oh my God, you're so
I
right
said,
there.
I said
Oh
that
my
would be
God, yeah.
so cool to see. I said that'd be so
Mm.
dope. Even if I couldn't understand anything, I don't really care. I would love it. I'd be like, yep.
Just the experience being there.
Yeah,
Like,
Bunraku, it's
watching it.
Bunraku, I believe, is a
that what they're
collaborative
called?
performer to relate
Oh.
harmony in three main elements.
wait,
They have champers, musicians, and puppeteers.
yes,
Yeah.
oh fudge, I need to.
That would be so. I want to.
I think there's a couple of anime. Have you seen an anime about any of these?
Some animes have those. Yes, if I remember.
I know there was
correctly.
one out about theater performance recently. Go away, Karina Tab. We're done with you. I love you, girl, but this ain't the time or the place, bro. We ain't talking about K-pop no more. We talking about Japan.
Oh, bro, I even have my book here of so many touristic places you can go, but damn, I'll have to look at that. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to mention that. Yeah, I have my own literally touristic Japan
I
guy.
still got the big guns.
So I'm so much of a fucking fan and really wanting to go there, and I'm gonna hunt these two guys here if I never go there, at least once in my life. The same as Indy, but yeah, it's in French for this one. But I literally have so many options. I have descriptions, how much it could cost. I know the prices always changes for sure. Like, but this is just more of a of a average and idea of how much it used to cost. So it has of everything: restaurants, temples, gardens, as you say, theaters, museums, even, bro, it's crazy. You have so many. So I'm gonna look that more in depth by the time that we plan
We
to
look.
go.
I'm gonna say if they have another book like that, I think I wouldn't mind buying it and taking a look into it. So I think
Yeah,
that'd be
but
pretty cool.
let me check if they have it in English, and if you can buy it from Amazon, bro, it's not gonna cost that much. So yeah, I'm gonna look for it for you guys and let you know. Cause I'm an old man, so I even have my map, bro. I even map. Dude, forget the Google and everything. I have my own map, bro. Like
Hey,
man,
sometimes phone
the
service doesn't
subway
work.
and
Raise a
everything.
map.
Eh? Listen, bro, I'm gonna be there like and asking onegaishimasu and I'm gonna look like a fucking moron, dude.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca? I'm sorry, I just like...
Choto. Onegai.
Banyo kudasai! I'm sorry, I don't know the Japanese word for bathroom. Please help me.
I really can't wait and really hope that we can all go in that 4 years that we plan to go. Would be very a sick trip.
It's like the
Yeah.
big thing for me, right? One of the big things for me is I want to go to see the archways. So it's basically the Fushimi Inari Shrine. And
Is,
so,
is
like,
it the one with the passage with all the red
all the red archways. I want to see
archway,
that
okay.
so bad. I just think because like in a lot of it, and like I don't know if there's certain scenes in anime that like make you want to go to some of these spots, but there's one from Beyond the Boundary, which is I can't remember the Japanese. It's like Nora, I think, or it's the one with the broke god and the Beyond the Boundary. There's Beyond the Boundary. I think that was featured in it. There's a few animes where romance animes where it was it's featured in a lot of them because it's like a popular tourist destination and school field trip place. So like obviously when you watch a lot of anime, a lot of them are take place. I just to me it's such a beautiful, serene thing, and what they represent. These God, what's the name of the? I had the tab up and I think I accidentally closed it because I'm. So yeah, I know, right? Good for cheating, right? It's basically Sinbon Torii, which is like I think they have Torii gates like all the things, but this is like the one that's like more famous. They're like these vermilion red archways. It's like basically the 1,000 Torii gates or whatever. So it basically it's a it divides these. They have a purpose. It's considered to be like a portal way from the material world into the spiritual world. Because it leads up to the shrine, a Shinto shrine, a very popular one. And, man, I guess to me, it's also near the Nara National Park, which is where a lot of people go feed the deers. I don't really want to do that. I'm not going to lie. Those deer scare the crap out of me. They're very
I've seen
aggressive.
the videos.
I don't know if
I've
you've
seen
seen these
the
videos. They're very aggressive. I do like when they dub it, like the cute Japanese girls dub over it, like, hey, give me my food. You know, like, it's like really like, it's funny. Those are funny. But in that moment, the fear on these people's faces that these deer are aggressively assaulting their pockets because they want the food that they have. I don't want any part of that.
I
Deer-
kind of do. I can't lie.
I think the
I'm
Nara
gonna
deer is
true,
supposed to be
but-
pretty clean, but American deer are gross. Like,
Oh well, yeah. We don't care about our deer. We hunt our deer.
they carry Lyme disease, guys. I don't know about the Nara ones. I'd have to fact check on that one, but American deers have Lyme disease, and the problem with that is Lyme disease is one of those like it's not just Lyme disease. There's also this parasite on them. I think it's the same one that causes Lyme disease. If you get bit by it, and this is from deer, you can develop an allergy towards meat. So, like, eating meat. It's kind of rare, but it happens. And I'm like, I don't want any part of deer. I like eating meat.
I'd be so upset. I'd be so
Yeah,
upset.
oh my God.
Someone please fact check me or put me in my place if I'm wrong, but, like, I'm pretty sure this is what I remember reading. Whether or not that's true, I cannot tell you. I do read Wikipedia pretty often, so...
Okay,
But
shit, that
this
was crazy.
gateways are, you know, like that's like what I told you guys that there was this. Anytime I see somebody like put pictures of that on their dating profile, I'm like, oh, that's the one right there. Like honestly, because it's like it is a place I really want to go. Like to me, it's I think one of the first like really beautiful sights I think I've seen in an anime where I was just like, there's no way this is a real place. And like I looked it up online and I'm like, oh, this is actually so beautiful that they preserve this thing. And
Yeah, it's
as a
it seems so amazing, and the fact that you see that that pathway and scenes in animes, which is just like just like how can I say that? It empowers the beauty of it. I would say, like it's oh man.
it almost like gives you this sort of like envy of culture too, because like obviously I come from a very unique American subculture. I'm very lucky to have such an interesting culture, being from Louisiana and experiencing a lot of, you know, like Creole and Cajun and all that sort of, even some Haitian culture and stuff like that. I'm very lucky. I think we have a very unique culture in Louisiana, and sometimes I guess I take it for granted, but seeing that as a kid or in high school and seeing like they get to go to the trips there and you're just like, I guess it's like when the same effect when sometimes you see New York in a movie. You're sort of like, those lucky bastards. They don't know how good they have it. They're just
Right.
there, you know? Like,
Yeah.
But for them, they're like, oh, this is so boring. Oh my god, right now.
Yeah.
Like,
but
for
they
them,
didn't
it's
get
like,
to go to Bourbon
yeah.
Street and Mardi Gras growing up as much as I did, so whatever,
no,
I guess. Yeah, there's some
True.
trade-offs.
You know what I want to do in Japan, though? Okay, so this might sound very stupid and athletic of me, but like, you know those like really long, steep steps that you have to climb up? I don't know why.
I think those are around the shrine. Most shrines have a lot of those steps, Coco. So yeah,
I don't know why. I just want to.
you want to
I
throw it up there? You want to
Yeah,
test
I-
your girth?
Yeah, you know, guys,
I want
guys,
to test my
please-
leg strength.
No, guy, not just that. Please work your
I'm gonna
cardio,
die.
because your cardio will need it. Let me
my
tell you
legs-
that
oh my God.
right now. Your cardio will need it. And
We're
I'm
gonna
pretty
do
sure
a lot of
we
walking.
I'm pretty sure we are not marathons runners. So
I mean,
the hiking is gonna take a toll.
No, I did do cross country when we're talking like a long time ago. So yes, I do need to get. No, I know I'm just joking, but like somebody usually marathon. I'm like, well, I never really ran marathons. I just did cross country, but
Yeah, shit. And now that you say that, for me, too,
Still,
there's so
I-
many, like,
that was
beautiful
horrible in
temples.
itself.
That would be so cool to
I actually-
to go visit.
The one last thing about those red arches is there's supposed to be, I mean, there's all kinds of superstitions based on a lot of things, but I think you're like, if you, I guess being one of those people, like, I hate to, oh man, I'll just say this, whatever. I'm one of those people, like, I have a lot of anxiety sometimes when it comes to telling someone that I am interested in them. A lot of people I think usually confess there, so I always think like it would be cool. In my mind, one of the sweet little ideas in my little dreamy notebook or whatever vision boards that I do, the thing like those like little thoughts you have that like are like so innocent and pure that it would be really cool to propose there. I think and that would be.
Oh.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
I'm gonna have somebody that's like really meeting that criteria in like 3 years, but We'll see.
Would be such a dream, such a
That would be
dream.
adorable.
It would have to be something that's
Aw.
important to them too. You know, like it's not one of those things. Like,
I'm
like,
gonna
it
cry.
ain't that deep, but I do think sometimes, like, you know, like people, you know, like I guess people plan their weddings. Like I've never really been, I guess, like I think it's more considered a certain gender role sort of idea, I guess too. But like I guess every now and then I have these like romantic thoughts, especially from stories, and I don't know which one it was. But I think somebody in one of the animes confessed there, and I just like I was crying, and I was just like, "It's so beautiful. I want to do that. I want to carry somebody and you know, like that should have been me. You know, like,
I wish
Yeah,
I
should've
could do
been-
that.
Like, why can't I carry my
that's probably
wife up
college
there?
me. But this was some time ago, but I do think still that
Oh,
that
man.
sentiment. I'm like, you know, if I had the opportunity, it's also to me. I think it holds a place in my heart where. I don't know. So are there other temples? Like obviously, it's cool to get those little envelopes too. Like I would like to buy an envelope from one of those
Yeah.
temples.
Oh, I
just-
like the little.
I know it's so
little
touristy,
things.
but
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay. So the fact that we're an anime podcast, we haven't mentioned this yet, but obviously, you know, Tokyo is a place that we want to visit.
Shibuya, Akihabara,
Shibuya.
I'm sorry,
Akihabara, yeah.
Akihabara.
Like we gotta visit Tokyo. That's literally the anime city.
Oh yeah,
Like,
there's
we
no way you go
gotta
to
visit.
Japan and like even if like we're gonna spend most of the time in Osaka or Kyoto, you don't just skip Tokyo.
No,
There's
we
no
can't
way.
skip Tokyo. Yeah,
There's no way.
I'm gonna spend so much on anime there. You have no. Oh, I'm gonna come back with books and books and books.
You go with one baggage, but you come back with three.
Three.
Shit. Damn it.
You gotta FedEx some of that shit home.
Oh,
they ain't gonna
heck
come
yeah.
on. That ain't
No.
gonna like MSG gonna have like so many figurines.
I'm gonna say, you think I'm
Yo,
trusting any of that in my bag? Heck
I'm
no.
not trusting the boy. I'm not trusting the boy.
Well, like also you have to. So one thing about like going through customs, like you have to report some of that shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You might not make it through, depending on what it is. Sometimes there's like materials that are approved. I don't know how serious it is, but you know, California can be depending on your state. If it's got certain kinds of paint that are found with trace amounts of this, you might not
Damn.
be eligible to return with it into the United States. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus,
Like you have to
okay.
claim a lot of these things.
Yeah.
Which is just sort of easier to maybe just get it sent from the shop, even though you gotta pay the postage.
Like, at least for here in Canada, I don't think it's as harsh. But for sure, I will need to do some claims on certain, I would say certain items,
yeah.
most likely. But I don't think it's as harsh as you guys, US.
Yeah, because
Where you
Orange
have-
Man makes it really hard for us. So
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, now that you guys mentioned the temples, one, no, two that I really wish to go with you guys, and just so we can go see the sceneries, and also because I see those sceneries in one or two animes that if I can remember, it's the Kiyomizu-dera Temple, where literally the temple is in height. It's very high, and you literally see the whole construction of the building, the like all the base, and just the whole temple hanging, and you literally see all Kyoto on the far. I think it's-
Really?
Sounds cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
shoot,
Wait,
okay.
wait. Let me send it in the Discord. But yeah, man, it's so beautiful, dude. I'll send it in the Discord because I can't really send it here on the pod.
Let's see this.
But
Oh my gosh.
it's
What
so
a view.
dude. It looks so thick, man. If I could die somewhere, I would jump from there.
We don't condone
Hypothetically,
jumping from,
hypothetically.
buildings. We just
Hypothetically.
want to say, NoRestOtaku does not condone jumping
Hypothetically.
from
Yeah, I'm joking.
buildings or destinations.
But
Don't
it's
piss off the
He said
Japanese
that'd be a
culture
peaceful
and
way to
nation.
jump.
it's such a beautiful.
I know what you mean. Like, honestly, the sentiment is there that it's such a beautiful place. Like, the peace
Yeah.
would be immense.
Yeah.
The tranquility of the moment. Really.
So, like, if I can just read quickly, just for our audience.
yeah, go ahead,
It's
man.
Kiyomizu-dera, perched on a hillside in Kyoto, is one of Japan's most celebrated Buddhist temples, founded in 1708 and affiliated with the Aso sect, which I'm not sure what that is, but it's a sect, I guess. So it is famous for its vast wooden stage that just out from the main hall, offering panoramic views of cherry blossoms or
Oh, we
autumn
love a good cherry
foliage,
blossom. Yes, we
which
do.
would be like, oh, very nice. The
You
temple
gotta
name's
catch the
means-
blossoms. That's the problem. Everybody be taking that gamble. I would love to see them too. You know, I ain't gonna lie.
We just have to go around that time of the
Yeah.
year. That's it. So.
Yeah,
Tickets
Yeah,
tend
yeah.
to be a little more expensive around that time of the year, but hey,
Oh heck yeah!
true.
you know, I'm sure the
And
site is worth
another
it.
one that I think you guys would be very impressed with, like just by looking at the pictures, the Kinkakuji Temple, which you're literally in the wild, all vegetations, forests around it, and a beautiful lake, like literally on the middle, which is like, oh my.
Ooh.
Hey, if I could propose somewhere, oh my.
Oh
That,
damn!
that would be my
Oh,
spot.
that looks nice. That looks really nice.
If I could
Oh my
like
goodness.
have a romantic moment there, oof.
That
Oh,
looks
I've seen this one. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
very beautiful. It's like, oh my
It
god.
looks
We have
like you can walk on that water.
we have to go there and do Jesus go walk. Oh,
You have
over
Jesus walking on water. That's what-
there.
Shadow Jesus.
Shout
My
out
man,
Jesus.
my man Jesus
Yeah, let's go.
holding it up. Your boy Jesus. Jesus. No. Last episode, I swear. We're done. Okay.
We're cooked.
Oh, we're good.
Well, after what I said, hypothetically, I'm cooked, right? Oh man. No.
No, that would definitely be a good one to go visit.
Oh, yeah, that'd be definitely.
Yeah.
Those are two nice places I wouldn't mind visiting. That sounds nice. See, this is how I know we're old. We're talking about visiting these places, and I know everybody else is just kind of like,
We know it.
Everybody's like,
Like-
but what about the anime? I'm like, we'll visit.
You guys
the
don't
anime.
want to get dirty magazines from Akibara and go to Comic-Con?
I'm like, guys, that's not.
Call yourselves otakus. More like a bunch of freaking old geezers, I guess.
And in any
I mean,
case,
yeah, there's that too. That's
like,
obvious. Like,
just mentioning it from just viewing it from videos from someone else, a report or someone else streaming it, whatever, or even the animes. You being there in person will always be a completely different experience, which is why you always it's just better to experience it yourself, because you will not know until you are there.
Let me ask you guys a question out of left field. Since we're talking about these beautiful nature things, let me wreck it real quick for a quiet second. Would you guys be up to the challenge? I don't know if you've seen these internet videos. There's like a trend where a lot of these influencers go on like ghost tours with these guides. Have you ever seen these?
I'm not.
They're, I think they call them ghost cabs, and you like hop into them, and they take you to a allegedly haunted place. So they're actually, it's actually funny because in Dan to Dan, like they have that whole like haunted tunnel.
Yeah.
They have actually, that's like a real, that's not just like, oh, there's just one. They're like, they have those. Those are apparently
they
like
really
a
exist. Oh, shit.
those really exist. I don't know how many there are, but they have people that will like take you to one if you pay them, and it's like I've gone on ghost tours before, and they kind of, it's more like a history
place?
lesson, which I like. I like those types of ghost tours. But yeah, this one was kind of like,
Take me. I'll go.
No, bro.
I know.
No.
I know I'm
The
black,
moment
but
you
take
said
me.
haunted, I'm like,
Exo's like, I don't mess with that.
I remember.
I'm a
as I
there's
love
one
horror.
thing I can. No.
I love
There's one thing I can say. I'm such
like
a
horror myself.
puss in terms of paranormal things. No, I'm a puss.
I don't- I don't
Well, so,
care.
I can't remember. So like, I guess I have to do more research. But I was watching one of my former situationships, we'd watch a lot of like ghost stuff, like a lot of like these ghosts, like paranormal investigators, and so like we started watching these two guys in Japan, and they ran like this whole thing out of it, and you could book with them. They would just take you with them, and I'm like, dude, I don't know about all that.
Okay.
Like,
that's pretty sketchy. So, yeah, I'm like,
Okay, but listen, if we are 5, 6, and I'm with you guys, my homies, maybe I could consider it. But alone or 2 or 3 people only,
well, I think it was interesting too. Like, if
Would
you
be
can
scary.
give me
Would
history
be
of like
very
why this
scary.
place is haunted, like,
oh, I want to visit at that point. Why
like
is it
it's,
haunted?
you're hearing
really?
a story.
Yeah.
Well, and even that, because like there's certain things that go around it. Like they talk like in like Danon, and they talk about like the gang members that used to rally there. Like learning about Japanese subcultures like that is so cool. Like I would love to learn. I mean, obviously I don't know that I could just kind of watch documentaries and be fine. But like, I don't know if we're there. I mean, fuck it, right? Like, I don't know. Like,
we're already here.
Like,
Fuck it.
like, why
Take me
not?
to the
Like, if it's cheap and something to do, I mean, there's obviously like things higher in my list. I
Let
mean,
me
obviously,
get Granny's superpowers real quick.
yeah, I
don't
know.
mind.
I mean, all you gotta do is lose your balls, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's my boss.
I got plenty of golden balls, right? Like, yeah, I'm just kidding. Anyway, I don't know. Let us know in the comments, like, if you guys would, like, what do you guys feel about paranormal stuff, and like, would be like some of the more wild things you would want to do in Japan. I think one of the biggest things, like culturally speaking, that we might have problems with is a lot of our group are very obnoxiously loud.
Yes,
And that's just not something you really do in Japan from my understanding.
Yeah, we'll probably have to keep it on the down low with our vocal cords. So I'm like, that's gonna be hard because I'm a loud guy. I'm a very loud, obnoxious guy. I'll let everyone know what's going on. So I'm like,
I mean, like, but like, it's just like. You hear me coming. See, it's so funny. People's like, "Oh, Indy, you snuck up on me." I'm like, "How do I sneak up on anyone?" It's like you walk, like when you don't talk, and like your steps are very like okay, so I could be like an Assassin's Creed. I was like, I could be the FBI or something, you know, like okay, but really, I talk way too much. When I am talking, I don't know how I sneak up on you. I'm pretty loud. I'm pretty obnoxious.
okay,
I
so
don't know.
bringing you guys to a haunted place where we have to shut the fuck up. You guys would be the worst,
I'm
eh?
just gonna cling to Coco's arm.
I
That's
got
what
you,
I'm
I
gonna do.
got you.
Like, he'll keep me safe, I guess. Because
I got you. Yeah, I got you.
I went on to a ghost tour in DC. It was pretty fun, and I've done them in New Orleans. I would love to take you guys on. The ones in New Orleans are really cheesy. They're pretty fun, especially the vampire ones. Oh my gosh, they take you to like Anne
Okay.
Rice's house and stuff,
Yeah,
and it's
there he goes.
all just.
There he goes.
It's all just crazy stuff. Well, but some of the history is cool. Some of the superstitions on why I know I'm wearing my Buffy shirt today. Okay, I get it. But vampire guy, I get it. But there's a very big subculture. Obviously, shout out to the new season of Interview with the Vampire, the Lestat one that we got going on right now. I'm gonna wait for
is
it
the
to
new
finish
season
up.
out?
It is out. It has been out for almost a month, I think. But
Damn, I'm
it's
behind.
not finished
Okay.
up. We just gotta wait for it to finish up. We'll watch it because like I don't want to be hanging around watching every week. I'd
felt
go
that,
insane.
yeah.
I'd literally go insane. But my whole point being, some of the myths, and that's what I would really like to experience about the culture in Japan if we did go on this, is like some of the superstitions and why they form. Because one of the interesting ones you can go into in New Orleans is there's this I forget the name of the cathedral, but part of the side, one of the windows is blacked out, and it's been blacked out for a long time, and it's because the sun shines in it. But
Right.
there were myths and rumors because people don't have the internet. You got to find ways of entertaining yourself, so you tell stories, and sometimes the stories have more truth to them than you believe, right? And one of the things they had about this in particular is they believed that vampires had infiltrated like the Catholic Church. And that like the windows were all blotted out on the top floors and there were always coffins going in and out, and it's because of malaria. Let's be real. But actually, it was a common practice if you came with the Ursuline nuns from France to Louisiana. There's two things that were kind of creepy. One, you would bring your own coffin because you have a very short mortality rate. People going to the New World, every person would bring a coffin with them.
Right.
It was just a practice. They also had these like little clutch bags that were shaped like coffins. Women, a lot of these people coming to the New World with nuns were prostitutes or ladies of the night. They had a very because of some of the diseases and malnutrition going on at the time, you have very pale, light skin. There was also typhoid, so you'd be coughing up blood. I wrote a whole paper about vampire culture. We don't have time for this. This is a show for another day. But you can tell how excited and my eyes bright up. These are the things that I would love to learn about in Japan, like in a natural, like scientific to mythology, like some of the ways that like things are explained and why people thought what they did, because obviously you didn't have the science to explain a lot of it back in the day, and it's really cool to me that what the human imagination can come up with. And that's why I would want to go on one of these, because the DC tour wasn't too bad. It wasn't necessarily as insightful as like I would have liked to have been in, and the company could have been better, but I enjoyed it.
The human mind is a fascinating thing, and we still don't know much about it. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
The stuff we come up with.
We only know what 23% of what the brain can do. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, they say that's a myth too. I don't know why. Like the whole percentage. It's not so much like the potential of it. Like they said, if you would use all of your brain, you would just overheat. But like
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like we only know its potential to 20 or 3%, if I remember scientifically.
something like that.
Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but like scientifically they said that we only know what the brain is capable of reaching in terms of its potential to 20 to 3%, not 100%, because as you said, probably we would just fry. We would have those superpowers that we constantly
Who knows?
portray. But yeah.
Who
I mean,
knows
I think
even?
it's also just because your brain is processing information every day, so it picks and chooses, which is weird because you're not the one picking. It's picking what information is
the most
important,
important that
and what
you will
it
think.
will store, whether it's going to be into your.
We always have background processes.
Yeah,
running,
literally.
right?
So it's kind of interesting how your brain's like, all right, I'm going to have this as something you should probably remember every day, and this little snippet in the back of your mind. But just a heads up, this might pop up into your frontal lobe someday in the near future without
That's
you
how
realizing
I
it,
often
so-
explain ADHD to my non-ADHD friends. It's like, or anxiety. It's like you have a bunch of tabs open and they're all running at the same time and you can't close them. It's basically what it is, because that's the easiest. And I said that to like my very normative, like non-neurodivergent brother-in-law, because he just was kind of like, he's a bit skeptical about it sometimes and stuff. And I get it. It's hard to explain like what that is like for someone who doesn't have the same kind of thing going on, right? Like
Right.
it's always harder to relate. So I explained it like that, and he like thought about it. He's like, that's a really good way. Like I've never thought about it that way, and it does make me think a little bit, like that. And that was, it's cool that you can. I don't know, it's just crazy.
Fair.
Cute. But so what do you want to do in Tokyo? There's got to be endless things to do in Tokyo. Coco, did you have something in Tokyo in particular? Because I know we kind of went off on a tangent there. Because
Yeah, we
you
really
had brought
did.
up Tokyo, and then I was like, wait a minute, we didn't really talk about Tokyo like that much. Like
So much
when
to
you
do,
brought it
man.
up.
Museums.
Museums.
For sure. There's
I'm
museums.
gonna say, I
would
know
love to
there's
go.
a lot of like, obviously, I think a lot of like the anime stuff is in
Restaurants.
Shibuya.
Yeah.
We have to
Also,
go to every place in Jujutsu Kaisen and
Yep,
look at every
visit
little
Shibuya.
scene that they have and go and photograph ourselves besides a lot of these places.
We will need to go
they
to
have
several.
cons in Tokyo, don't they?
Yeah,
Yes,
everywhere
yes.
in Japan.
If one
Like,
happens
it's just
in
like in the United
Tokyo-
States.
Yeah, if what happens in Tokyo over there, I would like to visit. I would also like to visit. I would love to go to any if they sell figures, anime figures.
Yeah.
For the first time, I would like to buy one. and have it shipped
Akihabara.
here. Yeah. I would love to buy figures. I would love to go to obviously a manga store. Oh my god! I know they're gonna have manga that they have there that they won't have in the States. I just want it.
I love looking at those stores because it's just not something that exists. Like Barnes and Noble might be the closest thing we have to one of those types of shops,
Right.
where there's just books. It just looks so organized and nice. It's like if Daisho Japan that is in the States that sells general products and they're nice for cheap. I don't know if you've ever been to one of these. You know what I'm talking about? Oh my gosh, it's mostly like homeware stuff that you don't. It's like stuff you didn't think you knew that you needed. Like I bought a toiletry bag, like a travel bag from one of these shops. I've had it for like in California, Southern California, where they have some of these places. I've had this bag for like 12, 15 years, something like that. You probably saw it when I was on the trip. I brought it with me. It's just so durable and I spent $5 on this. Granted, I know inflation is a thing, but even at the time, for something that of high quality, was mind-blowingly cheap. So I don't know. Like, it's just, that's another thing I would like to go check. And it's like, you have to be so careful because you can only bring so much shit. You want to pack light on these trips too, right?
Oh yeah, because if you bring too much stuff, you ain't bringing everything home. No sir.
But you go to these, like, you watch these animes where they go into the manga shop and there's just shelves full of manga.
I just want to take the whole shelf with me.
I don't even want to read it. I just want to see it. I want to know that it exists. Like, the animes, they told the truth. These are the this is such a beautiful. I just want to witness the beauty of it. It's gonna glow, and in that moment a single tear will come down my eye, and I'll be like, they were being honest about that. This is real. This is real life.
Smell the shop from a mile away. Just that new book smell.
Smell like it smells like new magic cards. Oh, I love the process. Industrial glue.
All these unlimited
or
once limited editions of mangas of
the limited edition ones. Oh yeah.
Oh hell nice. Yeah! I can't wait, dude.
You can just go get manga signed by your favorite artist at some of these places.
Too. Yeah.
Hey,
just cool.
Yeah.
This isn't Tokyo specific, but did you guys know that they had gaming cafes?
Yes.
I did not know
cafes
that.
It's funny, like, actually, internet cafes are very popular in that region of the world, just in general. China, Korea, Japan, Philippines, internet cafes in general are huge. Even in Australia. It's just not something we really have here. I guess we have coffee shops, and that's kind of the closest thing, but particularly geared towards gaming and reading manga and stuff like that.
There's none.
Some of them even serve you food. I was like, y'all want to trust food near that equipment? I was like, oh, that's lucky.
Sometimes the food is themed based on promotions.
Right? Like, how do you trust?
Why don't we have these things?
Right? Like, how do you trust people?
I guess we sort of do.
Also,
Dave's Hot Chicken has an X-Men thing for the new season of X-Men '97, so I guess we have that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But
like, how do you pay for
sucks, guys. There, I said it.
But like, how would you pay for that? I feel like, is it like a subscription, or would you have to pay for like?
It's like a login for hour. It's like kind of when you're on a flight. I think it's by the hour. I think something like that.
So you just tell them how
you can buy like time
for.
cards. It might also be sometimes like because I remember like watching some of these videos about just traveling. You can get these like Sims that just give you cell service in Japan, and you buy like a straight plan. I think that some of those have connections to internet cafes. I don't. Somebody tell me in the comments. I could be fabricating all of this. I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure some of these things have deals where you can do that. And sometimes it's just buying a drink in there, or some of these places, even like manga cafes, have places where you can just sleep. Like, it's not like unusual for foreigners just to sleep in some of these places.
Yeah, and
because they're open 24 hours.
When you mention that, it's also just surprising how they, even though they have all that equipment, they trust the people, the customers who goes there to not steal stuff.
It's a very different mindset.
They still have the equipment that can cost or be expensive, right? But they still have it just for the customers to enjoy or to have a good time.
There's this one guy, I don't know where it is. I think it's in Tokyo. Tokyo will have all these like hidden restaurants and stuff like that, like just tucked away in like corporate
We
buildings.
do need to do that, by the way. By the way, we need to find all of the smaller hidden restaurants. Not even go for big
There's too
chains.
many of them, man. There's too
I'm
many
just
of them.
saying, we
And a lot of times,
gotta find the smaller
unfortunately,
ones. Because I
given
know
some of the
they're
po-
cheaper. They're definitely cheaper. And
well,
B,
some with the climate too. It just depends on who owns those
We're
places
going
too.
to restaurant
Because
hunts. Let's go.
yeah,
a lot of these
sure.
places they expect you to. Some of these places are not necessarily as tourist friendly because they expect you to speak Japanese.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think
Yeah.
that's been sort of a
sure.
movement lately that's kind of concerning
Mm-hmm.
if you're trying to go to Japan. So hopefully,
And the smaller the businesses of restaurants, for sure they will be more
They will
talking
definitely want you-
Japanese.
a lot of places
more
don't
Japanese,
care.
yeah.
There's certain places that are fine. Like I know there are some like experiences like where they. That's what I like about the Japanese mindset. It's like you be the best damn X that you can be. Right? You find that one thing in life and you just do it. You could be a garbage collector. You could cut sushi. You could be ramen. Manga, you know, like that's the Japanese, like that focus is so it's such a great cultural like collection that they have there, where it's like that mindset of finding your one thing. I don't know the Japanese word, but it's literally the philosophy: you find the one thing and you give everything to it, right? And I think it's such a different mentality. Like, for instance, I was joking around because the roads here in Louisiana are not very good, right? It's just a fact. We have a lot of sinkage because we basically live in a swamp. We're Shrek people. But they interviewed, like, they're saying, like, the people that do that, like, they take time. I was saying, like, it's crazy because, like, anywhere else in the United States where it's, like, funded, like, Colorado has some of the best road construction. Florida, they do a toll, and construction is usually done really quick. Not in like places like necessarily certain places like Houston in Texas where the construction is ongoing literally for forever until the end of time. Or, for instance, where I live in Louisiana right now, the construction has been going on over 2 years on the same stretch of roadway, and it's not very productive, right? In Japan, it might take some time to get some of these projects done, but there's precision involved. Whereas I think like the American mindset is it's like I'm getting paid to do this job, whereas like the job there, this is a reflection of me. Everyone uses this road. If I do not do the best on this and make it a road
Yeah.
for everybody, I've failed not only myself, I've failed the people that, you know, have to use this road every day. And it's just a different mentality, I think, in a lot of ways. I'm not saying people don't have pride in their job here, but I think like it's not a pure capitalistic mindset, which is
They
really
have,
interesting to
more
me.
of a community mindset.
It's just collective, yeah.
Its
Community,
collectivity is what represents them as an individual almost. So
Sorry, the American mindset's a bit dangerous. So keep it out of anime manga.
Yeah, but
here we are very individual. So
We are. I think they were even talking about that in Blue Lock. Like, go back to the soccer thing. Is like the reason why Japan can't win a World Cup is because they don't have that one like Messi or Ronaldo or a Harry Kane. You know, that one selfish ball hog that they were kept talking about how Japan plays too much for each other. There's no individuality. It's all a collective, and that's why they'll never win a World Cup. That's like the whole Blue Lock philosophy. So, you know, shout out Blue Lock. We did it. We talked about the soccer anime on the...
we are a selfish group.
When's the review coming, guys? We're reviewing
Blue
Blue
Lock?
Lock? Hell yeah. We gotta do it before the end of the World Cup. It's coming up.
I don't know. At some point,
You after season.
Hey guys,
one,
if you want us to review Black Cat, Blue Lock,
Black Cat? I'll review
Black
Black
Cat.
Cat.
I'll review
Yeah,
Black
I'll
Cat.
review
We
Black
can do
Cat.
that.
Why
You
not?
want to do that? That's a good one. I don't know why I thought about that, but guys, if you want to bully, if you want to bully, I've been watching Yu Yu Hakusho actually recently. But if you guys want to bully us into reviewing Blue Lock, please let us know in the comments. But anyway, getting back to the whole travel thing and everything, not getting away too far from it, but some of these shops where you have like these 92-year-old men who have been working there since they were 12 years old. Those are the places I want to find. I know they probably don't speak a lick of English in a lot of those
Right,
places.
like none of
and it's
it,
probably
nothing.
catering towards locals more than travelers. But like some of those places, like that's the best damn food you're ever gonna eat.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like that's the places I want to find. Like every time I'm in those videos, I have a whole folder saved of these gentlemen. I can't tell you one individually that I remember, but there's also the Omni-Rice guy that like you have to like book in advance. The goofy one with the like purple hair. I'm not saying we go there, but we should go to an Omni-Rice place where they do all the tricks and stuff. It is not just a delicious experience. It is entertainment. You know, like.
And now that you mentioned that, it's also we have to, because like apparently the Japanese in those restaurants are very, very welcoming. I really want to experience that.
Others just want to feed you too. That's the goal. That's the goal. The thing is like profit is important, but feeding you is the goal, right?
Yeah.
It's food.
And
Also, if
they
I
are very
remember correctly,
attentive. It's
tipping
wanna
isn't
see that. I
very
wanna
heavy in
experience that.
Japan, right?
Wait, was it?
Tipping.
No, you don't
No,
tip in Japan.
no,
It's
you
insulting.
can't.
Yeah,
They
that's
will
what I
always
thought,
refuse.
U.S. is like the only place that does that shit. By the way,
And Canada.
Canada's tipping. I didn't know that. Actually.
Oh yeah, they.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know. That's good to know.
I was about to say something, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. But they ask for tipping almost like just to enter the freaking restaurant. It's like,
Oh.
well, what are
okay.
you doing? Well, what's going on here?
I haven't even eaten my food yet. What do you mean?
I'm gonna take to go. I'm gonna take to go, and they in their machines they literally ask for tip. It's
Pay your fucking employees.
like
That's
yeah.
what I'm
pay
saying.
your
As someone
employees
that
as
works
you
in
should.
food service
Like, what the
Same.
hell
and
is
a
going on?
restaurant,
I also
just
work
pay the
service.
people.
I
Like-
feel bad whenever like my screen has like the tip. Like if I could skip it, I would. But sadly, now since it's a law, I physically have to point this in your face so you can say whether you want to or not. And I'm sorry. ahead of
Even if
time,
you
so.
don't eat in the restaurant. What?
My favorite one is like, oh, that screen's gonna ask you a few questions. You know, like if you
What
want to
the
leave a
hell?
tip, you give them the face.
Well, boys, I'm not eating
Anyway.
in New York.
Even
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not eating it. Trust you'll see. Yeah, you'll definitely see tipping.
I'm gonna tip you with my poop. Come on, bro.
Just the tip, you know.
Hell no.
Anyway,
Tip, yep, just the tip.
It's ridiculous. It becomes so ridiculous now.
Almost every restaurant now has a tipping feature, if I remember correctly. I think. No matter where you
I
are,
just hope
they
it's
all have
not
a tip.
you have to like.
Well,
if
except
I'm
for
not
stores.
eating in
Can't
your
tip stores,
restaurant,
so.
what? Why the hell am I gonna tip
the way I see
you
it,
not
and I
serving
don't
me?
like
What?
this,
Hello?
But it's like most other countries, it's figured into the price of the food,
Yes.
the service,
Yes.
all of it. So you don't need to pay extra. Whereas in America, they don't pay people fairly, or in Canada, I guess too. I have no idea about the exact nature of it, but
Pretty much the
particularly
same.
my experiences in America, they don't necessarily pay people. Obviously, our minimum wage has been at $7.25, and everything has gone up almost
Yeah.
300%, and there has been no raise in minimum wage.
Which is
So-
crazy to think about. I'm like,
We're
Not
getting
to get
cooked.
once again political or anything, but raise the fucking minimum wage. I think we can all agree on that. I don't know. Anyway,
They're cooking.
but,
They're cooking us in a grill, you know, like with all pleasure they have.
look,
Like,
Japan though, Japan though. I would say this, like, what do you guys? So another thing, food experiences we were talking about. Would you guys go? I would be very curious, and I know that I don't like clubs. I'm not gonna lie.
No, me neither.
But I am
No.
curious when we go to New York, like what the New York nightlife is actually like, because you always see things in. It's when you see things in movies, right? And for me, there's a particular experience with some of these like bartenders in Japan that I really want to go to one of those places to see the show that they put on. I think bartenders in Japan are like some of the coolest people. You see those like shows where they shoot the mist everywhere, and then they do the ice cut thing and the giant like
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
like
they got the
kabuki
fire
theater.
on the table.
Yeah, like
That
the
would be
fire on the
cool.
table where he sprays the mist and it's like shiny dust everywhere.
That
It
would
does
be
nothing for the
sick,
drink.
man.
Absolutely nothing for the drink, probably, but it's beautiful.
No,
but
but
the
it's
movements are very dramatic and it's very entertaining. And
I'll take it.
oh my god,
I
I'll
would
pay
be
$50
down.
for that drink.
That drink probably cost me $30, but I'll take it.
At least.
I'll
I'm
take
saying, that's $50 right there. $50
Yep.
bucks.
Like, thank you.
50 right there.
but the service though, the service.
50K
service,
yen.
yep.
Take it.
No, I was gonna mention, maybe if we really, really, really feel like it, really, we
You
could
guys sing
visit.
karaoke at the very least, right?
I don't know,
Go
definitely
ahead.
karaoke.
Go ahead. What you were saying. That's not what you were about to say.
I
What are you
was
about
going
to
to say, for all of the gooners out there, we could visit
Oh my God.
Kyoto. Kyoto? Or I think it's Kyoto. Yeah. So
Kyoto? What in Kyoto?
Yeah,
Kyoto's a city for the sure. Like it's. I think Kyoto's one of the more there. It's I think more of a progressive, but it's more like
Yeah.
a.
Wait,
But they are all it's old. It's the oldest like type of city in Japan, but they are also known
for the red,
having-
the
for
red district? Is that what
yeah,
you
for
mean?
for like the red light district
What?
type things. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Well, hey boys, hey, we are of age.
They have female. They have female. They have female entertainers in Kyoto. So I was like, hey, if we really, 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 really want to,
Oh, listen,
They also have speakeasies, guys. I mean, that's
listen
what
to
it says here.
listen to this man. He's the one who's saying it, and not me.
hey, like I said,
Look,
because
look,
in case
look.
Not
in case
I
someone
watched-
dissects our video and they're like, wow, they didn't talk about anything I'm like, well, here's your here's your little spice into Japan.
Your little gotcha moment.
Yeah, like, here's your little red light.
When I send you, I don't mean. I'm
Hey yo, guys,
Kyoto.
you tell me and
is-
let's
is-
go.
if
Okay,
we-
so which one of you guys is renting a girlfriend while we're there? What's your favorite anime, Coco? You get to rent a girlfriend.
I love making fun of that anime.
It's not a good anime or manga for my.
It's a horrible.
It's bad.
We stand by that here at the show.
The fact that they're making another season makes no sense.
Wait, for real?
Yes.
It's not done?
Oh, yeah, it's
How-
not done.
How's
Sorry.
it not done?
I don't ask me. It's not done, but they're making another season.
I don't want to give you spoilers, but from what I hear on the internet, I thought it was done.
Nope.
Maybe
Nope,
we get
it's
the
not done.
manga.
Somehow they're still going.
I would like to do one of those omakase. Is that what it is when the chef picks out? It's usually at sushi places. They pick out all the food. It can be quite expensive.
Yeah.
But
Oh, because
you
it's
book
sushi.
it.
It's because
It is
sushi,
sushi.
right?
We gotta eat sushi in Japan. That's
Oh,
gonna happen.
hell yeah! I
I mean,
maybe
it
my
doesn't
stomach
matter.
won't get killed while there.
So I think we should do it at least twice. I think one time we got to go to one of them train restaurants where they got it on the conveyor belts, and then we should also do one time where we do the Alkamasai experience. I'm probably butchering the word. Please attack me in the comments. But it's where you literally pay a flat fee, and then the chef just rolls out these very delectable small bites of really high quality shit, and yeah, it's supposed to be amazing.
Dude, anything we can experience, even the one thing that Coco just said, I'm like, oh, hey, bro, hey, if we all
I
decide
want
to
to go to an arcade,
sure.
That'd be
Why not?
nice.
a claw
they have-
machine arcade, maybe.
No, that's not. That almost sounded like a stupid question. I was able to say Japan has arcades. I was like, wait. Well,
I
of
think
course
that was
it
the
did.
big connection too.
Yeah.
One of the other reasons I wanted to go to Japan was when I used to watch Sailor Moon as a kid. She'd go to the arcade on the way home from school because she's supposed to go right home, but she'd stop at the arcade because she's a degenerate, right?
Right.
And not just that, I think I have the most retro games that you would wish
I'm
to
gonna say 'cause we
find.
don't have that many
No,
arcades in America.
here we don't
Not
have
since
it
the
anymore.
'80s. I mean, that's
Yeah.
faded out. I think it's still sort of a bigger thing. They're making a comeback and having some of these retro bars that do it for the most part.
That'd be cool.
But I think it's still pretty big in the Chicago bar scene. They still have a lot of arcade, mom and pop joints, pizza joints that have arcade machines and things like that. Because that's just something that was that's a relic of the '80s.
Yeah.
I think Sega World is closed, right? Didn't they?
Sega. Yeah.
Because that was one of the biggest arcades that it might have gotten taken over by someone's gonna have to help me on this one, but I would like to go to some of these big arcades and experience just the culture and the sounds of it all, because growing up I thought that was so cool. To me it's always been one of those things, as a nerd, right, growing up as one of those kids that just loved video games and loved anime and loved collectible card games like Pokemon and Magic the Gathering. I just didn't feel like there was ever a place for me, And I would watch stuff like Sailor Moon or like Yu-Gi-Oh or something, and they'd go to, or like any anime for the most part, like even like the ones back in the day where they go to these arcades and meet and play games with their friends, and I'm like, we just don't have that here. Like that's not like a, and part of it, from my understanding, part of it is it is a cultural thing, because
Definitely for sure.
Japan home life, because of the work, even since like I think the 90s, the Japanese household is one of those ones where there's not a lot of like living room common time, and you can kind of gather that from anime. So consoles actually don't do as well in Japan. Like the handhelds do better.
Really?
Yes, because we as Americans have the living room for the most part. That's not to say that they don't have that something equivalent in Japan, but we tend to I mean, we're moving obviously more and more away given the internet era. But the reasons why consoles did better instead of handhelds here, like the Game Boys, a lot of the Game Boys and DSs would do better in Japan than like the actual Nintendo like system. Before this is pre-Switch. Okay. And the reasoning behind that is there wasn't really that central area where a lot of people would gather and play. In America, you'd have that central area where you would just play with your friends or your family and all that kind of stuff, and it's just more of a cultural thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
Yeah, I can agree.
Like the family dinner table is slowly disappearing in our culture, though, I'm pretty sure. But
Oh, heck yeah. Dude, I haven't owned a dinner table in so fucking long. I just eat in my living room and call it a day. Or eat in my desk. Like, what do you
computer,
mean?
yeah, the desk. I mean,
I'm going to say family dinner table, though.
well, the family dinner is your friends on Discord a lot of the time, you know?
Yeah,
Like that's the
true.
thing, right? I still go see my folks for like Sunday supper sometimes. And we'll do something like fried chicken or something like that, but outside of that, during the week,
America, yeah.
I got my shows, I got my friends on Discord, so I just eat by my computer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Right? Like, I'm sorry,
Yeah, it's true. Same, man.
And the people are like, but don't you feel alone? What do you mean? They're literally talking to me right now. Like, how do I feel alone? The fuck?
Isn't
Bro.
to be human or to be man is to constantly feel a state of loneliness.
Exactly.
Talking with the
Existentially
homies,
speaking,
like, last
what
thing
is
you feel is
purpose?
lonely.
The question is why. Yeah, I don't know.
Why?
America, yeah. No, anyway.
Ah!
So I don't know. Like, anyway, I know this has devolved into madness. So I guess what I'm saying is like, there any other foods besides just like sushi? I mean, like obviously, do we got to hit up a ramen place? You guys want to get some what do you call the balls? The taco yashi?
The octopus balls?
Yeah,
I do want to try that for the first time. Yeah, I do want to try
I
that.
think it would be so cool to go to a Japanese summer festival. I know that's not really, but like anime, right? Like, is anime,
Right.
You ever watch this? Like, I just think it's so cute. Like, obviously we have fairs in the United States, and
It's
we
just
would
not
go
the
with
same,
people.
though.
But it's just like so much cuter in Japanese. So I was like, oh, that's so cool.
But for
that's
that,
just everyday life
like,
for them, right?
we
You
would
know?
need to have the dates, right? To know
Yeah.
exactly the dates.
We would have to.
And now that you mentioned that, there, let me tell you, you got most festivals dates, like literally when it is, and yeah, bro.
Ooh, I also want to wear a
Are we allowed to wear those?
I think so. Yes.
I
Yes,
think
there
the
are,
consensus is that most people are okay with it, but like I still think I would feel very.
There are places that allow people to wear them. Like they sell them to the American tourists. So
Okay.
I say that's
okay.
cool. Like I've seen videos of Americans. I've seen a white man walk around with it. So I'm like,
Okay, well, I mean, I guess if you're letting white people do it out there, I don't know, man. Like, you guys got to tell me. I feel like I'm.
Yeah, I wouldn't like walk around Japan in it the whole time. Like if I'm like in that specific area where they offered me to wear it, I would wear it then. But then after that, no, I'm not. I don't feel like getting shot. I'm good.
Bro, I'm gonna be real. I think in college at certain points when I was expanding my view, there were parts of my life. You ever think back and you're like, man, I was such a chud. Like that's just like something so
heck
cringe.
yeah. Oh my
I
God.
had a yukata, or I don't know what the male equivalent of is. I had one of those robes, and my community college, I gave a presentation on the proper etiquette when eating sushi. I used to actually work at a sushi place. So I did ask the owner, who happened to be Chinese, not Japanese, but his wife was Japanese, and so we he kind of ran me through a lot of proper sushi she had to get.
Oh,
And I watched
nice,
some
yeah.
videos. So my presentation though, I was wearing. I'll have to find the pitch. It's really embarrassing. It's really bad. I'm wearing the damn headband with the rising sun
Oh,
on it.
you did the
I got
whole
a
9
red
yards.
one with a black obi. I got like they're
Oh.
like wealth and like what this is the stuff they sell to like tourists, like and idiot people like me.
What do you
at the
mean?
time. Well, I was like 20 years old. No, but like it's so cringe, guys. Like it's a bit of appropriation. It's bad. It looks
I didn't
bad.
see it. I didn't see it.
It's really funny though, like to me at this point in my life, because I'm like, man, I just really just there are points in your life you're like, sometimes you just wish you had that stupid confidence, that ignorance confidence, like that you just didn't know any better. It's like, bless your heart, man. You didn't know any better, and you were just owning it. You were just. I just have that amount of stupid confidence sometimes in anything. To me, is just a. I mean, it's bad for the most part because a lot of bad things happen because of it. But sometimes it's like, man, just to have an ounce of that in other areas of my life just seems like such a wonderful thing.
Do any,
yeah.
Side note, do any of you own chopsticks?
Yes, I have a metal set actually of
Do you have a
chopsticks.
metal set? No, I have.
They're
I have
easier to
these.
clean
I
and sterile.
yeah, it's true.
I don't like keeping wooden things, honestly.
I love these things.
Mm-hmm.
My parents find it so funny that I use these. Like, why do you use that instead of the utensils? I said, well, A, it's a great habit. Two, it's great finger strength, honestly, to learn how to
help. I think it actually there's some studies that
just to
it
do
helps
this.
with
Yeah.
like needlework. The same thing, like using your.
You know how
it-
long this took me? This took me so
We
long to learn.
weren't raised
Oh
that
my-
way.
this took
It's
me
stupid.
so
The reason
long.
people struggle with chopsticks is because we didn't grow up using them.
No, but it felt so awkward.
You have to work
trying
those muscles,
Yup.
man. You know, like,
No, it's true. The movement, the muscles, like.
and it helps with arthritis, I think. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, no,
excellent.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I also have ones. I had wooden ones, like the normal, brown colors and everything. But I also bought one that has, I think, Snorlax on it. Like it's literally
Okay.
That's
it's just
cute.
plastified, and you see through. And yeah, there's a little Snorlax like
Mine are metal
design
that have
on it. It's very cute.
sunflowers on them, and
Okay.
there's. I'll do you one better because I actually I don't really use the chopsticks very often. I'll admit that. I usually use the wooden ones that they give you to throw away because it just never really occurs to me. I'm like, oh yeah, I have these, but they're in
Right.
my. But I do. This is something I do use, and I highly recommend it. Like if you're curious about this, it's they have these long spoons. They're Korean spoons. They look like they're made for like parfaits or something like that, but they're not. They're actually ingenious. Like I can't not, because they work just as good as a fork on most things. And like you can just like they're so much better for like rice and I don't know, they're incredible. One of my favorite things to do with it is because a regular spoon doesn't usually, a dumb English spoon doesn't like reach, but when you're mixing your chalky milk, man, you like chocolate milk. This spoon is such a good like stir. It's just I don't know, man. I love my Korean spoons. They're amazing. Like they were the best purchase. My roommate Josh, the guy I bring up sometimes on the show, my anime buddy, and longtime roommate of the past. He turned me on to these. He's adopted, obviously, but he was born in Seoul, and he tried to kind of sort of reclaim his culture a bit, and these are one of his findings that he turned me on to, and I don't know how I live without these. I love these spoons. I will have to show you guys these. I thought that I might have one because I have some snacks in this drawer right here. The clothes on the other side, but I thought maybe I had one in there, and I really wanted to show you guys, but they're probably
It's
in the
fine.
kitchen.
Next time you
Yeah.
can show us.
Well, I mean, look. So obviously, there's a bunch of things we want to do in Japan and all. Like, any final like sort of things you want to lightning round. Some of these things we can talk about on the show. I know Coco, you probably had a few you hadn't.
I think I went through everything on my list.
Did you really?
Basically.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah. I think I went through a pretty decent.
I mean, obviously we could talk about Nintendo Land, but I think most people are familiar with that. I want to go do
I guess
that.
there is one. There is one city. Kamakura.
Kamakura?
City.
Okay.
There is a lot of history in that city. So when we go through like a good historical background, I would love to. Yeah, Kamakura and then city.
Damn,
so
Coco.
So the K.
Oh, well, why do you sound like an old man when you say that?
I'm telling you, I'm old.
I want to go through the whole story of Japan.
I want to go through the whole story. I want to walk through their footsteps, you know. I want to experience the whole nine yards.
But I feel you. I'm the same. I really want to learn
Japan would
about
probably be the
more.
only reason why I would wear sandals, you know?
Oh, is that where you want to go? It's like the one that has the giant Buddha.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it's got the giant rock that's got the spirit band around it thing.
I do want to go visit those things, yeah. I said I think that'd be pretty cool, so.
There's also that one thing that's randomly in the sea. They have an arch in the sea, but there's also like this giant statue that they have in. There's a few of these, but I'm trying to think of where that's at. I wouldn't mind seeing those things, but it's not like a make or break for me. Another one I really want to go see is they're in the Mori Art Museum, which is like one of the more famous ones in Japan. They have some historical artifacts, and one of them is there's these 5 blades that were forged from meteorites. Like Japanese, I want to as a huge Final Fantasy fan, the idea of the sword Muramasa is inspired by that. I think it's part of the legend is that it was forged from a meteorite, but I don't think that was ever really actually concerned. This is like, I think the ones that survived or the ones they have in these museums it's a blade by a different name, but I would love to see these like any swords, because I think like one of the things like for me,
The katana, dude.
oh my god, like just the idea. I've watched so many. I don't know if you guys like documentaries, but I've watched so many documentaries just on like Japanese steelsmiths, because it is like the coolest shit. I mean, like I'm sorry, like as somebody that just doesn't like necessarily like as much as like I connect. I was like, I do have my own culture, and like I'm lucky. Louisiana has like a very unique culture, but I never really thought about it too much, or really connected to the idea of being like from Louisiana growing up. And some of these times, like just like the idea of forging your own blade and being a hero, like the hero journeys in a lot of these other ones where it was more of like a collection of heroes rather as the individual hero journey that we have in the Western literature. Man, I just, it was always so cool. You forged the weapon, you went on your quest, like the Legend of Zelda and all this. You had the Master Sword, but I get that's not a samurai sword, but just this mysticism behind it, the stuff you don't understand, like shit like Ninja Turtles and Three Ninjas and all that crap growing up that probably bastardized the culture in a lot of ways. Still, like, to me, gave this sort of insight of a culture like you just didn't understand. It was so special to you because it's just so different, right? And they awakened this like curiosity and part of your imagination. And I think part of that is like in those documentaries where even the creativity, the artisan nature, the art behind it, swordsmanship, and the dedication that they have to this craft it's unmatched by almost I think anybody in the world. Like to me, it blows my mind every time.
Yeah.
And so I love learning about these steelsmiths in Japan. Like it's still some of the coolest lore and shit I've ever heard in my life. So I really would like to go see one of these meteorite swords. I just like museums in general, so I'm gonna be honest. Like I want to go to the Nintendo Museum. I mentioned that earlier, but oh my god, if I could go see some of that, I'd probably be the happiest dude in the world.
I feel that, honestly. Just
Yeah,
the history
same.
itself.
I feel that.
I would like. There's also a Final Fantasy cafe. That would be cool. I don't know
There's
if you
a
guys
Final
heard about
Fantasy
it.
cafe?
It's pretty popular. It's in Tokyo.
There's
it's pretty
a Kirby.
popular.
There's a Kirby.
There's a
There's a
Kirby one
Kirby
too.
cafe?
There's
I
a
got
cafe
it.
for everything.
Oh, you got me. Oh, you got me.
A Godzilla one.
Oh.
So let's be honest, gentlemen.
Oh, I
Can we-
forgot Japan is huge on Godzilla. I forgot.
Yeah, Kaiju's. Yeah, we could go to the Godzilla museum, man. Like, there's a Godzilla museum.
Oh my God.
It's pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
there's too much to do. I feel like you're gonna have to do multiple trips. Like, okay. Another honest question. Obviously, we got to wrap this up in a bit. Pretty close to time there. If given the chance,
What are you gonna ask?
all right. Let me say, Anime Expo was this past weekend. So a little story about Anime Expo. I'll be quick about it. Your boy, when he was back on his more depraved days and watching lots of harem and enjoying life to its fullest extent in a lot of ways, I had an obsession with the idea of like maid cafes. So I got to go to one because it's just such a weird it's not even like the sexual. I know it sounds kind of like skeevy, but it's really like, what the fuck possessed someone to think that this is like this is like a common thing? Like why is this permissible in another, like, it just seems like we don't really, I mean, we have Hooters, I suppose, but like it's
Yeah, I'm
different.
gonna say Hooters exists. I'm gonna say.
I don't know, it's just such a weird thing to me, right? So like I was fascinated by it. And I know it's a bit pervy, but like oh my gosh, like, so Anime Expo, the year I went, the first year I went was the first year that they had a maid cafe, and I still have one of my prized possessions that I have owned my entire life and not broken is a coffee mug that I got from this maid cafe. It says Anime Expo. I'll have to show some of these artifacts. We'll have to bring our artifact show and tell, like anime nerd artifact day or something. But yeah, no, from this maid cafe, it was so cringe and awkward. Like even in my younger days when I didn't think too much like about that being problematic in any way, shape, or form, I was just like, this is not really how I imagined this going down. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I guess my question that I proposed to you guys is like, maid cafe or nah?
Yeah, hell yeah. I see them all the time in anime. You don't think I'm gonna go see one IRL? The fuck?
It just seems like such a predatory place for foreigners.
Don't care.
I want those
People in
pretty,
general.
very thoughtful and sweet maids to come tell me, hey,
I'm sure everybody's thoughtful if you have money.
Gujujin-sama, would you like a cafe? Bro, I'm in heavens. I'm like, yeah.
I'd be like, thank you. You made my dream come true. I'm so happy. Thank you. And now I can go home with a smile on my face.
But you have to use a heart and then use the power of love and friendship to make the omelet taste better, guys. Like, that's a thing.
Yep, I know. You have to
That's
do, like,
real life.
The whole hand side. You're just like, all right, with me now.
I just want to laugh at this cultural experience. Really, it's not even
Honestly,
like,
I feel that.
it's not even like a power dynamic thing. It's really just like, this is dead ass for real, right? Like, I just don't see how you wouldn't be curious about this sort of thing. Like,
Hell yeah, I'd be hella curious.
there's so many little things about Japan and what it has to offer us, guys. Like, it's just a different. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it
no
would
like
be
no
so
other
cool.
culture in the world, and I think that's what makes Japan so relevant to the rest of the world in a lot of ways. I know that we talked about it in the otaku episode, which I always recommend anybody if you want to go back and check out a cool episode. You're listening to us now. We poured a lot of research and like heart into that episode. That's still one of my favorite episodes we've produced. Like just the idea of some of the way things are in Japan, like, and how they progressed as a world superpower at times, right? Was selling their culture. Like they win on tourism. Like, if you're playing Civilization the game, they win on cultural victory. That's how they have a lot to offer in that, is their history, their story, and I think that's what draws us to it, right?
And they were also closed off country long before what they are now. They were a closed off island and just
Isolation
country,
state.
isolated place.
The only places that were allowed to trade with Japan were, I think they did trade with the Dutch, essentially. That was the only Western power. The rest, I think they traded with like some of the other islands, and I think there was trade at time with China, but I'm not really sure. That depends on what parts of history we're talking about. But traditionally speaking, the Dutch. I'll have to, like, I know you like history. There's a lovely gentleman that goes over that. He was talking about the first like English Westerner. Is this dude from Oregon who he I think he was half Native American, half white. And he just, obviously he looked fairly different from a lot of the people in Oregon, right? That had, sort of colonized there. And he met some people that got stranded there from Japan for some weird twist of fate. And his whole idea was like, he became a sailor, and his one purpose was to get to Japan. Like that, he was the original, like, weeb. This man, like, I can't remember the name. I gotta look this up later. But his whole story is he got busted, he got caught. He didn't speak a lick of Japanese because you didn't have Rosetta Stone. You didn't have Duolingo. He doesn't know these things. So he had to, like, basically, I think the best he did was, like, some of the Dutch people that he ended up meeting there knew English. So he was a prisoner there. And he ended up teaching, I want to say, like, they said up to, like, I think he taught, like, 12 feudal lords, like, feudal samurai lords, like nobles, like samurai are just noble in general, right? They weren't like, maybe not like higher ups, but these people that were samurai in the court of this lord, he taught them English. So this is the very first instance of Japanese natives learning English. So
nice.
cool story. I wish I could remember the guy's name. I think it was Randolph something or other. But yeah, anyway. So, there's always been a fascination with the culture.
Definitely so much that we can discover.
So, final thoughts, gentlemen?
I can't wait to go. I can't wait to get trapped in Japan. That'd be great.
Okay, I remember. Yeah, I know. Are we coming back, guys? Like, are we like? What's like?
Are we coming back?
Do you ever watch those videos too? Like, they ever pop up? Like, you could buy this old, like era Japanese house for only like $30,000 American dollars, and get a bunch of grants and fix it up, and you as a U.S. citizen could live in Japan.
But we need to make sure that it's not haunted.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all haunted. It's like New Orleans. Everything's haunted. Let's be
but
real.
Also, getting citizenship in Japan is not easy.
Oh no, it's like terribly hard.
Yeah, it's.
You can't just marry someone, by the way. That's only. I mean, it definitely helps a little bit, but it's not. That's not gonna get you just straight up a green card there,
No.
or whatever the equivalent is. Oh, here, I'll post it. I found the guy. By the way, you know what his name was? And this is why I laughed. I remember it now. It's Randall. It's Randall McDonald. Not Ronald McDonald. Randall McDonald.
Randall McDonald? What the heck?
And this guy's name's Coco. I highly recommend you guys check him out. He is a great storyteller, and he gives a lot of the historical interactions about like Japan and the rest of the world and like history. Whether it's like on anime, manga, or just Japanese lords, and I think he's one of the ones I learned about naming traditions. Like you don't get a name. So he said like a lot of like Japanese like lords had really horrible names because you gave them a name like lower than shit or like lower than poop and like or like disgusting poop or like something like that. So a demon wouldn't take your baby because the mortality rate for children was really high in the feudal times. So you would name them something disgusting so an evil spirit wouldn't take them. Isn't that so silly? So you could have like somebody named like horse poop and it would just be like that's their name. Because they thought that demons wouldn't take these children. So, you gotta love it. People really had some interesting ideas back in the day.
Oh heck yeah! Oh my god.
But yeah, this is why we love Japan, obviously, guys. So like I said, shout out to this guy. Go check him out. I don't know, guys. Like, hopefully, that's it, right? That's the goal, right?
Yeah.
One day, go to Japan, the pilgrimage.
Hopefully, in the next 3 years, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Hopefully this idea gets like everybody in our who's listening to this excited about going to Japan. We'd love to hear about some of you guys' stories.
If
Oh
you've
yeah,
been to
definitely.
Japan, let us know. Tell us.
Yeah,
how
give
it
us
went.
some hints.
Yeah.
Like, If you got the cheat code, you got some plans, some strats, give us the word, man. Like,
Yes, we're looking for any ways of paying less or having very good places to go to that are not as expensive or just in a good price. So yeah, man. Oh my god.
And if you
Or
like
even
the
places that
episode
we could
and
go to. Yeah.
you'd like to see more episodes like this, don't forget to give us a like, a subscribe, leave a comment, let us know. We'd love to hear about these things. But that's going to be the end of our episode for today, guys. Thank you so much for yapping with me, hearing a lot of stories. We learned a lot about Japan, about each other, about life.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Thank you guys for joining us on this
Boo FIFA.
fun episode.
Boofy.
America can go back to being normal and not caring about football. I mean
Yes,
soccer.
Yeah.
And
Oh my God.
also, guys and audience, do not forget to
Watch
watch
your
your
anime.
anime.
We'll be
And-
back with an anime recap video,
Yes.
so hopefully MSG in the coming week. But yeah, don't forget to watch your animes, fellas. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.